I'm not eating off no street vendor. They a lot of times they don't be having no gloves on. They be, using their hands, mixing up stuff and all this different stuff. Nowhere to clean the utensils. I couldn't do. I would be sick.
I mean, some Africans will still prefer that one even. Like people that live in Africa, they will prefer the way it looks. So,
Well,
but
that's
people
because you guys are immune to that type of environment.
Right.
exactly yes.
Right quick, one of the major things that I've observed, because I'm very, very, when I say I'm very observant, I'm very observant. I listen to what people talk, what they say when they say what they say, what they mean, and all that. But I've gotten to the point where I don't go in no other ethnic groups' restaurants because I'm constantly seeing people coming in bathrooms and such and not washing their freaking hands.
See?
But when I'm in our restaurants, I
That's
notice
an
our people wash our
epidemic.
hands a lot
Right.
That's an epidemic.
because we are very clean people.
Yeah.
We taught every ethnic group on this planet how to wash their behinds and junk.
We had to, 'cause I
Yeah,
even see it even in the hospital. You will be surprised. Some of those, who people go in the restroom and I don't hear no water. They walk they
exactly.
behind straight up out of there and be
Mm,
gone and on the floor.
On the
I swear.
floor. Yes, ma'am. They do it on the floor. Now that's
Yeah,
uncivilized.
I'm telling
exactly.
you.
And then you're gonna have the nerve. Some of them folk even talking about, well, taking a bath is for peasants. Like, where the heck you get that from? It's for everybody, man.
No, this one girl on TikTok, this YT girl was saying that she only take a bath once a month or
Oh my
something.
lord,
She
that's
don't have to
nasty.
take a bath every day. I'm
That's
like,
nasty, man. I'm telling you right now, that's straight the heck nasty.
Nah, I think of maggots. Ain't no way.
Amen, sister.
Okay, y'all, let's get into the next segment and try
All
this.
right.
Hold on, American Pisces, I think you got some background noise. So we have Africa Reality with us today, and we're going to ask Africans one question. So we always get questions from Africans and people from the continent. Hell, Black Americans get questions from every group of people wants to know something about a Black American. So tonight we're going to try something different, and we're going to ask Africans one question. So if it's any Africans up there, I mean, some people from the continent, if you want to come up and we can ask you guys some questions, if you'll be brave enough to do so, you're more than welcome to come up here. We'll start with Africa Reality. Anyone on the panel has a question
I have a question.
for an African?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, go ahead, Abari.
How old is your country?
Who is that? Who is that?
Somebody
Okay,
sleep.
Just don't ambush me, I'll be fine, okay?
go ahead. Okay, hold on. Go ahead. Can you repeat that question?
Yes,
Thank you for
ma'am.
the gifts. Go ahead.
How old is your country?
That's your
New
one
Africa?
question? Hold on. We asking one question so we can get through the candidates. So you want to know how old his country is, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, Africa.
For me, I don't choose a country. I'm just an African. So you might indicate a country you want to ask me about.
I get around that question.
Right. Can I have you answered it. Hold
I'm just an
on.
African, though. I'm just
Right.
an
I got a
African.
question for you, Africa Reality. Why don't you want to say what country you were born in?
First of all, Africa have a lot of issue with tribalism and being self-centered. You just see what just happened earlier. I'm not even from Nigeria, but when I ask him question, so I want to find a way to solve some issue in Africa, being patriotic to the whole Africa continent. So that's my dream.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have a question for
Yes,
Africa
ma'am. I
Reality?
do.
Okay, go ahead, so.
Africa, what do you like best about being in America, living in America?
Uh, if not for only This,
Besides money, besides money.
yeah. If not for only stability, nothing else. No family coach, no family oriented. All you just do is pay bills. So I don't really like America other than monetary aspects.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay. Franco. Hi. Oh, you got a question, the African?
Yeah. Well, why do you think we're not family orientated?
America system. No, I'm not talking about black. America system, the way it is. It just bills, money, and that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else you enjoy in America. Answer, I'm not giving answer because of black. I'm giving answer just the way I see it. That's why I say I can't. We don't need to be generalizing. I'll give view. I'll give my opinion based on my own view. And when I talk about my dream earlier, it is my future. What I see Africa as Africa being united.
Okay, shout out to that. Um, Go Rev want you to explain more. Why Go Rev?
About what?
I don't know.
Oh,
But
being an
anyway,
African. Yeah, I can enlighten. I just don't want it to be too long because I notice it seems you guys don't
yeah,
like
we
us to
don't want
talk
it
too
too
long.
long. We want to get to Franco and then we'll see how it go. If we have any Africans up here, we have a couple of questions for you all, so don't be afraid. Grab a mic. Hey, Franco.
Well,
Hey, can we ask you some questions?
yeah, sure. I'll try my
Okay.
best to respond.
Thank you, Franco. Anybody got any questions they want to ask Franco?
Yes, ma'am. Franco, why are most Africans so aggressive?
It's not the aggression, it's depending how you come to them. Like African reality one time said to you guys, African has an ego. So ego means what? If you come in the wrong way, we're gonna beef bad. We're gonna respond back. So it's just all about the energy you give.
So
Okay.
considering women, we're allowed to be outspoken. And I've noticed a lot of Africans don't like to be talked down to or spoke, y'all don't like when we talk to y'all and y'all get real aggressive. What's up with that? Are your women not allowed to talk back?
Can I answer, please?
Yeah, you can answer
It's
African
Franco
reality.
turn. Go.
Okay.
It's Franco turn. Go ahead, Franco.
Oh, okay. Um, it's depend. Maybe you've been dealing with few. Again, all African are not. You can't generalize everybody, right? Most African now, the the new generation, we listen. We don't just jump or we don't just attack. Maybe our parents back then, yeah, but the new generation, we listen. It's just all about the energy again.
I got
Thank
a
you.
question, Franco.
Yeah, go
Why,
ahead.
like even in spaces on social media, why wouldn't or even probably I can say like I saw a couple of videos or whatever. I don't know if it's true, but I have seen it on documentaries. Why do Africans talk a lot? Like why do y'all talk so fast? Like in a conversation, all y'all talking at once. Like how does that work? How do y'all understand each other? You know what I mean? Y'all all talk at once and so like loud and all at once though.
Yeah, I
Everybody
get what
just
you're
talking.
saying. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, we do that a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a habit. Our parents do it. We do it. Just it's passion. We just passionate about every subject. I just think that's what it is.
Can I answer too?
Yeah,
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 go ahead, Africa. Oh wait,
Uh,
go ahead, the black. Go ahead, the black.
yeah. You say y'all have an ego. So when we say we want to remain in America and not go to Africa, does that kind of feel like an ego thing, and why y'all kind of like lash back at us because it's so offensive to y'all that we are like okay with being in America?
Listen, a lot of African talking point. You will see most of them going to tell you can delineate. They always say that. They always started with that. You can do whatever you want to be. But when it comes to, Africans take our resources, African come do this, that's where we come into the picture and say, hey, no, like back off. No, we're not here for whatever you think of. So I don't think it's an issue for you to say you wanted to be whatever you want to be. No, that's not the issue. We just come into the picture to tell you guys Africans are not your enemy. That's all.
No, that ain't what I mean. Like, cause I don't see the different little cases where people like or like yesterday, some Africans give a scenario, trade, like ask us will we trade this and that to leave America and go to Africa, or leave America and go somewhere else. And when we say no, like we would have to stay in America, a lot of people like kind of get offended, especially Africans.
I can't say they're getting offended. They just kind of like confused. Why are you so ashamed of going to Africa? Because most of your people already going. Maybe like 2% or 3% are already there. So they're telling you guys they're living the best life. So why not go experience instead of just being here and lock up on your bubble and thinking Africa is bad? Africa is not all bad, right? Africa is 54 countries. Every country got the problem. Every country got the goods. So go there and enjoy the good. Don't look at the bad on YouTube. That's all we're telling you guys.
Can I answer my point of view too?
Yeah, go ahead, Africa Reality.
I had a
Uh,
question after him.
Okay.
on that, talking
Y'all,
over.
y'all can the black and American. If y'all don't mind, I'll let y'all let it flow respectfully for a minute while I relax.
on
Okay.
on on that talking over each other in Africa. I think that's why Africa is still underdeveloped right now, because Africa hardly even get the message or get understanding of the reality. And when Africa talks, when you say they talk so much, they talk off topic. So I feel like that's the issue we have in Africa. I just hope we're able to sit and understand each other. And about the ego thing, it is the same ego in Black America. It is black thing all over the world. So it is not only African. Black America have ego too all over the world.
Okay, I
That,
have a question. I have a question. So I wanted to know, do you guys respect America as Black Americans' homelands?
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's why I said I cannot speak for a bunch of folk. I can only speak on my own point of view. Even before this FBA, I knew about this FBA like 2 months ago. I said it every time that if not for Black Americans, nobody will come to America. If not for what Black America fought for, no single African or immigrant will come to America. I'll land you there.
So are you saying you do respect this as our homeland?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Okay, Franco.
All right. I do, but I want you to understand Black Americans didn't fight by themselves. They have they have help. Asian help, Jamaica, Africa, all over the world, all black being united and fight. So we fought all for this. So yes, if you are homeland, we're never gonna take that away from you. You're American. Nobody will ever take that from you. But when it comes to like, oh, for us to come here and ban and say, oh yeah, call you master and stuff, I think that's the ideology that you guys want. But we're never
Franco,
gonna
you
do
know that
that.
ain't what we asking for.
Yeah,
And
you know it's true.
it also we fought for this before people even started coming over here. Asians didn't come until after the civil WAR. So yeah, a lot of y'all come over here being disrespectful, and that's the only thing we have an issue with. We ain't saying bow down, but if you ain't gonna side with us, don't side against us, or just stay in your little corner and don't get involved in white and black issues. If that makes sense.
I have
Africa
a
always been
question.
with you guys, the black. Always. African, even in Africa, we talk good about you guys. Right? We sing 50 Cent. We used to enjoy 50 Cent
I'm talking.
song,
Look,
enjoy all that, you know?
Franco.
Yeah,
I'm
go
talking
ahead,
about
go
in the
ahead.
17, 1800s. We was over here fighting alone majority of the time.
Was
Uh,
Africa then? That's the issue.
Further back
Like Black.
then.
Africans was over there dealing with their own issues.
Okay, thank you.
Cause the white people didn't go over there really until the start colonizing it full until the 1880s.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. To the two African brothers, I got a serious question. Very, very serious question. Uh, did your grandparents or great grandparents, while you were growing up, speak about the transatlantic slave trade?
Um, First of all, in Africa, we lack spreading or talking about history. For me, as a person, my family is the third of the king of a state in Africa. So history is between the elders. If you don't talk to the elders, if you are not up to the age, they won't tell you anything. So till today, even Africa hardly talk about history. So that's the issue we have in Africa.
You can't talk about all Africa though. It's not all Africa.
Say that I can only talk
Yeah,
from my own point of view.
right,
So
right.
that's why.
Yeah, it's not all Africa. Yes, we've been taught about the history. Yeah, for sure.
Because when I was growing up, my family was real heavy in talking about history. Real
Yeah, have
heavy.
a good night.
All right, man, you too. But yeah, that was it, man.
Yeah, I have a question. I want to know why majority of Africans persisted persist to think that they know more history than we do. Why do y'all think y'all know our history more than we do?
Um, for me, what I see about it is Africans only know the painful parts about Black America that they were able to see. As I said, on my own point of view, again, it is only what you see you can talk about. It is only what you know you can talk about. A lot of history about Black America is not shown to the Africans. It's not even shown to the world. So, like about accept all those negativity part, like the brother was saying earlier about George Floyd. So those are the things that they push the agenda they push to Africans to see. So that's why you see Africans come to America, they only know the negativity. So that's why I said we have to do more about awareness on both sides.
Frank,
Let
could
me
you
respond to
answer that
that.
question?
Yeah. Let me respond to that. Again, that's African reality point of view. That's not all Africans. Okay. Yes, we know, we are aware or whatever. It's not all Africans always talk about negativity. We talk about good stuff. We know about the civil war. We know about a lot of things that African American accomplished. We know. It's not like we delusional or we are not aware. That's probably African reality. It was not probably aware until it comes here. But we know because a lot of research out there, Google, all that. People learn, people know. Again, it's not because you're born in a country means you're gonna have authority of the knowledge. Somebody can be born in Asia or somewhere, it will know more about you who born in that country. It's common sense.
So, French, is it safe to say that you all are inspired by Black Americans, and that's why you decide to come here instead of Germany and all those other places? You were inspired by us, and that's why you're here.
For me,
That's okay.
for me,
Frank, but go ahead, Africa.
for me, about Africans traveling, it is a normalcy. Like when I want to travel out the first time, even I want to go study in Malaysia, it is my dad that say no, go to America. I should go to study in America instead. So everybody come to America for different reason. But for people going to America, I'm 100% sure if Black America haven't fought for the civil rights, nobody will go to America.
So you were inspired by Black Americans,
Yeah,
and
I
that
agree. I agree. Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
Okay,
I have
Africa.
another question.
I
I got
thought
one.
can I answer what she said? I want to answer it.
Mhm.
Okay. Again, that's African reality talking point of view. It's not all African. Again, we are not coming here because we are inspired by Black Americans. No, of course, we love you guys because you look like us. But we come here
No,
like
we
you
don't.
said.
No, we
Hold
don't.
on. Okay,
Wait a minute, hold
No, the
on.
fuck
All
we
right. Let
don't.
me let me
Hold
learn. Let me
on,
learn.
hold
All right.
on. So,
All right.
let me see who in the thing. Abari, thank you for coming up. I'm gonna rotate you down. Let me see.
I have one more question.
And I do want to
Trying
really
to learn. I
walk
was
with
trying to
a
learn
few
if you all don't
questions
mind.
from the chat too.
Can I learn if you don't mind? Okay. Again, that's African reality. People come here for education, for money, not because we want to be like African American FBA. No, that's not that. I learn.
Okay, and CJ,
Can I ask him a question, please? Can
hold
I ask him?
on, hold on. Ask who, CJ? You want to
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
CJ? You want to ask CJ something, Africa?
That's a French question. It's an African, right? Okay.
Black
Okay,
American
Uh,
so
actually African.
French. Do you think if Black American haven't fought for civil rights, you will go to America?
But African reality, you got to understand the question. I think you're not
No.
understanding her
Mm-mm.
question.
No, 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 no,
That,
no.
no,
Hold
no,
on,
I'm
hold on, hold on.
responding. Hold on. I'm responding to I'm responding. She said, "Are you guys coming here because you want to be like Black American?" That's the question. Yes, we know that
You said
Africa.
inspired by Black Americans, though.
No, she said, I know why she said. We understand that African American fought is, and because of you guys, we are here. We're never going to take that from you guys. Never ever. But say that we come because of you, that's just delusional. That's just my talking point.
Okay, she said inspired to be like to inspired is what she said.
Yeah.
But I have a question
It's
also.
okay. He can answer.
Right. I got a question also. My question is why when it comes to Black American culture or our history, why do you guys only trust one source of information instead of studying or looking into the information that we give you so that you'll get a better understanding as to what we're telling you about who we are?
Us to, if you want us to accept lies and be okay with that, no. Again, sources, research are out there. If you want to come up with something, you have to come with real source, real facts. You can't say a bone, the old bones is source and source, and then when we look up, it's come from somewhere else, and then you can't even give the source, and you want us to just embrace it. It doesn't make sense.
So would you say
Uh,
your parents' oral history is a lie if they tell you this is her mother, this is her father, and break down their family lineage? Would you say that's a lie if a white man tell you that your mama lying?
I believe in science. I don't believe in what my parents say because your parents cannot trace thousands of years. They can't trace that. I believe in science.
So
can I
you
answer?
not gonna believe your own parents? You gonna believe the white man over your own parents?
Again, I believe in science. I'm a science person, so I don't
You
okay,
believe in
say,
what
y'all.
my
Let's
parents say.
get to
can
the
I
new
answer? Can I
guests.
answer
Wait,
America?
yeah, go ahead, and then we got to get to the new people on the stage.
So, that's why I said history is ugly and good. Okay, I mean at this point, I cannot believe anything the whitey tell me. If Black America tell me what they believe in, I just acknowledge and move on because it is their history. I just want a Black American too to understand African have history too, because you don't know about African history and the struggle we've been through.
All right, thank you, Africa.
I have a question. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on, CJ. We got to get to the new people. Any Isa or Kayana, y'all got a question to ask the Africans?
Yes, and this is my first time on your panel, but I've heard some of your lives, and I just want to send a shout out to you for standing on lineage business, and say hello to the panel and to my
Thank
Black
you.
American family. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, sis. So this is my question. I just find it very hypocritical for people who really don't put in no work in their homeland and don't do anything for them for their homeland even after they um after they profess to come over here and get better educations and come over here for a specific reason. Even after you've accomplished that goal, you still don't go back home. You
Okay,
claim to only.
what's your question?
Okay, so my question is, why is it that y'all don't go back home, because that's what you are trying to do, right? You're saying you're coming over here to get a better education. You're saying you're coming over here to have a better life, for a better opportunity, for your people. But at the end of the day, how are you making your homeland great from over here? Why don't you ever take the resources back home and help your homeland to build your homeland?
Um. Okay. Go ahead,
Okay,
Jojo.
go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Wait a
Go ahead.
minute, hold on. Kalo new. Kalo, you want to answer that question?
Yes. Can you hear me?
You gotta speak up a little bit, Kalo. Kalo.
Alright. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Kalo.
Yeah. So I don't know where Kayana got that stats, but the overwhelming majority of African, they go back home. The overwhelming majority of them. In fact, I would argue that Africans, they go back home more than any other immigrant, because I've never seen any other immigrant that go back home compared to many to Africans. So unless she brings some statistic, but I've never seen any other immigrant that go back home than Africans. Nah.
I think you should bring some statistics saying, proving what you're saying, because my eyes are telling me that's not true. My own personal experiences are telling me that that's not true. Y'all are
Which
here,
mean go back
and
home.
y'all are here. Y'all come over here in a overwhelming, and it's not just here. Y'all are
What?
over in the UK. Y'all are over in the
Hold
other
on, y'all.
countries.
Hold on. Let me make this clear. Hold on. Right now, we have switched it. The guests are the Africans. The prompt is ask Africans questions. We're going to, just ask them questions. I feel you. Shout out to y'all for I know passion is high, but we're going to treat them like guests because I got a prompt for them and I asked them to come and be my guests to ask Africans questions. So you know what I mean? If we can all have a civilized conversation without things getting too heated, you
Yeah,
know.
but
Yeah.
And you're right.
and
I do
hold
get
on, hold on. I
passionate,
didn't
and I'm not
finish. No.
trying to be overwhelming. It's just when I
Hold
hear
on,
things that
Kalo.
are
I
not true.
Okay, I
Yeah,
understand that. I just don't want it to explode and they leave
and
because
I
I
get that.
invited them here
I
and I want to
understand
be
that.
a gracious host. So
Yeah,
we
I
can get on
understand that.
their ass when we can get on their ass after this prompt.
but host, that's not true. She needs to
Yeah,
bring
we gonna
evidence
act, we
why that's
gonna
not true.
I mean, hold on. One, two, three. I understand we need answers, but what we gonna do? Pull the teeth out? We gonna give them a couple
She,
of tries. Hold on, Kalo. See what I mean? Ooh. But yeah, we gonna see if he answer, but we ain't gonna stand here and run around the bush while they trying to figure out the answer or don't want the answer and this and that because it ain't the answer we want. We gonna move on. So go ahead, Kiani. You want to ask that question again?
I was just wondering, as much as they profess to come over here with, all and doing better than us, because these are the things that we as Black Americans have heard, right? They come over here and do so much better than us. They come over here and are so successful and all these other things. But you come over here and do what you do, but first of all, you never apply that knowledge and success at home. You have to come over here to get an education or whatever you're coming over here for, whether it's a better life or better means to resources. But at the end of the day, after you get that, you still never return back home. And as much as he's trying to come up with these false statistics about them being the highest level of people going back home, when I look at global events, I'm looking at you Africans being kicked out of countries at a higher rate than any other people on the planet. People are literally, even in Africa, South Africa
Question. What's
is
your
kicking out
question?
South Africa.
What's your
Wait a
question?
minute.
South Africa
Hold
are
on,
kicking out
Franco.
Africa.
Let her land her plane. Okay, I think they get the question, Kiani.
Okay. Okay.
Frenchie, you want to answer her question?
Answer her question. Like my brother Kelo said, if you notice, most African we build our house, we build our business back home. When it comes to retirement, close to retirement, most of us will leave. Even before retirement, you will see like 35, 40. All of them will leave. We go and we invest. Again, it takes time to build a country. Give us some time. We're getting there. We are not perfect, but we're getting there. We are going home. We are not staying here. So I don't know where you take your statistic from. I learned there.
And can I also add something?
We have another. You already added something. We got other people who want to add something. All right, thank you, Kiana, for coming up. Thank you
Can
on
I
the
answer that,
rotating
please?
stage. No, it's a. Hey, you want to ask a question?
Hey, how you doing, love? I had a couple
Hey,
simple
it's a.
questions. My first question was and I appreciate the Africans on the panel staying up here to answer these questions. My first question is why do you guys think there's such a rise of Islam in the African continent right now, West Africa specifically?
That's the issue we have in Africa. It's not only Islam. Christianity is basically ruining the whole Africa. So the issue we have in Africa, why we never progress faster, religious extremism, tribalism, and foreign influence. So it's not just Islam; it's religion entirely.
Can I answer too?
Go ahead, Kayla.
Yeah. So just to answer the brother's question, so the question about Islam, if you look at the Middle, Islam started in the Middle East, and long time ago, the Middle East was considered part of Africa. Like there was some kingdom that was in the Middle East. So when Islam first started, Africa was one of those places where Islam went. But still, until now, Islam is mostly practiced by the Arabs, not the indigenous Africans. But also, you will find some Africans who practice Islam just like Christianity, but they also practice our indigenous culture. The same thing with some people are Christian, but they also practice our indigenous culture. So that's why, and Islam is mostly to the north, where the Arabs invaded. Of course, you guys know Egypt area and the west side.
I appreciate you. And my final question was why do you think so many West African countries are being put on the ban list for traveling and immigration?
It's only Nigerians. I've never heard of any other West Africans or any country in Africa being banned from anywhere or any places. The only country I've heard of is Nigeria. So it's weird that most people, they say they're all Africa. It's like when something happened to one African countries, some most of the time they say the whole Africa. So that's how I can answer your question. It's not like the whole Africa. It's only Nigerians. Some Nigerians, I would say so.
Well, why is Nigeria so bad to have this big issue where so many people leave and they are banned from so many countries?
Because Nigeria is one of the countries in the world with the largest population, right? So there's like 200 and something people, and in America there's like 300 and something people. You see, so so Nigeria is on the west side. So if you put ISIS, because there's ISIS operator side, and of course we all know who sponsor them, and then we have also the country who goes to people and destabilize their country. We all know who does that. So of course people will move. And also Nigeria is one of the countries in the world that has natural resources. So a country like that in the world, they cannot have peace is very impossible, because once they have peace, they will be one of the richest country in the world.
First of all, It is not only African that is being banned to travel. And the issue I see there is this about the ban. For me, I feel like it's a good thing. It will make Africans start noticing that all this we are just running up and down. We should be starting to look at why do we have to be leaving our country? Because I will tell you for a fact, Africa is not the projection that you guys are seeing about Africa. Africa is developing every day. Along with that.
All right. Hey, go Rev.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Doing good. How you doing today, Rev?
I'm blessed. I'm doing well. I got one question.
Go ahead, Rev.
Africans question. I got a question about you guys. Is like what 50, 60 million. Have you guys ever decided to try to take get back control or get control of your country so you guys can, start building up?
Yes, a lot of majority of African, I won't say majority, but some African countries are moving towards that direction. If you look like Namibia, just pay off their IMF loan, and right now even Starlinks cannot operate in Namibia because the president she put a 51 percentage of the Starlinks company must be owned by the Namibians for it to run in Africa and in Namibia, sorry. And you have Burkina Faso and Sahel region that are kicking out some African country. But you have to understand again, a lot of all these African leaders, they are being controlled. They are being they are like handlers for these West countries. So that's why it's so difficult. I won't blame the West countries, but I blame we Africans for letting it happen on our soil. I'll land with that.
Yeah. Okay, I can understand that in a way, because we over here, and it's been hard too, but we don't have big numbers like you guys do over there. And I was just wondering, it's a way to do it. You just got to play chess, and get your land back so y'all can have control. That's all.
So
I wish
suggestion
the
for us
best
as
for you.
African.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Ifa.
Damn, drop my phone. But I just wanted to ask, do you guys know any other politicians in your countries that are actually pushing for Africans to be in control of their infrastructure and mining resources over there?
Can you repeat that again, please? I don't hear you if anybody else.
Oh, sorry. I said, do you guys know of any politicians in your countries that are pushing for Africans on their own infrastructure and mining companies out there?
Naim Traore.
Yes, there's some leaders in Africa that are pushing the agenda for Africa to control their resources, just like Ghana too. They just stopped the export of cocoa, and Ghana also they stopped the export of Abili gold and I think Namibia also. And Traore is saying that no resources live in Africa, but for it to work effectively, I feel like they have to bring a joint bill. Whether I don't know, maybe they're gonna take it to African Union to make sure that any resources live in Africa must have some certain percentage of black investors or African investors. I feel like that will slow down the extortion or just looting that is happening, because majority of those funds, the capital that's coming from the resources, is just going to the ends of the fields that are corrupt in Africa.
Okay, can I just add something too? Yeah. So I would say 98% of African countries, they own their land, with an exception maybe of South Africa. But the thing that's going on in Africa, just like what's going on everywhere in the world, if you look in South America, they own their land, right? It's just that it's these corporations, right, that comes from you know who, right? And then I'll give you an example. Look at in the Middle East, they do own their land, but the thing is, when they get those minerals, they cannot they cannot process their meals is because there is a certain countries in the world that have
Okay,
big
land your
military
plane. Land your
yeah,
plane.
that's Yambala that has a big military that sends in their military to destabilize their places so they can steal those minerals. So that is why. But we own
Okay.
our land.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Kalo. I got a question pertaining to the underage marriages over there. Do y'all do you? Because I know y'all know some. I don't know if y'all know people personally, but y'all know what I'm talking about the marrying of underage girls over there. Is that more religious or cultural?
Respond after African religion. I know you want to respond back. Go ahead.
First of all, me, I condemn child marriages in any form, any form that it comes. And I can tell you for a fact, my life living in Africa for 20 years before I went to study abroad. I never for once see a child marriage in my life. I learned with that.
Respond to that is okay. This is how it goes because people see just stuff on YouTube and then they go by that. Okay, a man sees a girl. Let's say the girl is 15, 16. He tell the family, hey, I like this girl, but I'm gonna wait until she's 18. But I'm gonna give you the money. I'm gonna buy price right now, but I'm gonna wait until she's 18 and then I marry her. So I don't see where the propaganda come from. I don't know anyone like African reality say. I don't know anyone who get married at 15, 16.
Wait a
They
minute.
do get,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold
yeah,
on.
go.
Just let me make this clear. I'm gonna give you your time back, Frenchie. For people in the audience, a lot of Black Americans, when we say in Africa, we don't just label off specific countries. A lot of us, we might just say African. You know what I mean? We're not gonna list. We're not gonna go through all 54 countries trying to figure out what country people from. Okay, so shout out to the guy who asked that. Well, I'm not. It's gonna be Africa, unless yeah, that's just how I talk. A lot of us just talk like that. We just say Africa. We're not saying all these different countries. Go ahead, Franco.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, and you're right. I mean, it's going to take a long time. Yeah, African, that's fine. But what I was saying, yeah, they'll see a little girl. Yeah, they like it. They say, okay, I'll wait. I give you the bride price, but I wait until she's old enough and mature enough. Then I come get her. I mean, I don't know other country in Africa, but specifically, that's how I know that it goes. There's no way a parent would give a girl that's 14, 15. It's not happening. They're taking the money, yes,
Well,
but they want to she
Which
old
country in
enough.
Africa still does that, French? Which
hold
country in
on.
Africa?
Not Nigeria is one of them, but wouldn't that be considered grooming or because the girl really doesn't the, isn't really giving consent, and what if she doesn't like the man that's paying the family for her hand in marriage? That's why I think the cultural difference in the way we look at it in the Western world is different from how y'all look at it. Like, how do
Right,
y'all accept that?
right, and also I might add too. In a lot of these cases, like you said, Franco, the girl is 15 or something at first, and then he waits till she 18. A lot of times, these are grown 30, 40-year-old men that's waiting on these girls and picking them at that age. What
Um,
explain that? Not
can
you,
I
Franco. No,
can I answer
Franco.
that?
No, hold on. Do we have any other Africans that would like to come up and ask some questions? Hold on, Kayla. Yeah, Kayla, you answer that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So me too. I've never heard or seen where a 40-year-old marry a 15, 16-year-old like my fellow Africans say. But what
No, that's
happens?
not what I said. He said that
I
they
mean,
get
somebody
paid
said
from.
30,
Hold
40
on,
years.
Kalo. Hold on, Kalo. He said they get paid when the girl 15, and they wait on the girl.
It's
Yeah,
Can
that's the
you
example he
hold on
gave.
so I can? Okay, thank you, Kalo. Thank you for coming up. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to know, like, Like, is that cultural or more religious? That's my only question. Or is it just, what is that?
First of all, I would like to hear where they still practice what French just said right now, because where I grew up from, I live in almost 12 countries in Africa. Even before I travel to abroad, so I never. I see it on media, as you guys see it also, but I don't know where is it in Africa. But so French, I would like to know where that thing still happening in Africa, please. Today in today's
Brother,
world.
brother, you always come here and you say, "Oh, you got to tell the truth about Africa about here, bro." You know it's happening. Yes, they pay the bride price, but they don't touch the girl. I don't think it's illegal. You touch the girl, then it become illegal. If you wait until the girl is mature and she 18, then it become okay. It's fine to take the money without touching the girl. They reserve the girl. The girl stay, how you call that, virgin. Nobody touch the girl. She virgin until she go.
You say they reserved the girl?
Yeah, they reserve the girl. She can't date.
Lord.
She can't be with anybody. She virgin until she goes to her husband when she's 18. Yes, it's happening, bro.
No, what I mean is this: which country in Africa that it is legal, legal, that is
A
happening
lot.
today?
Like again, I'm saying just African would like to listen to me. You can take a bride price if you don't touch the girl. It's not illegal. You have to touch the girl, then it become illegal. If you just say, it's like you see a girl on your way out. You say, "Oh, I like this girl." Nothing wrong with that. You can like any girl, but if you approach the girl, you talk to the girl, then it become illegal. That's why they say, "Oh, I like your girl. I like your daughter, but I'm gonna wait." They don't come to the daughter. They go to the parents. "I like your daughter, but I'm gonna wait until she mature."
Okay, we
It's
understand
not
that, but why?
illegal.
But what love want to know is why is it acceptable?
What is what?
Is it acceptable for a grown man in his 30s and 40s to be able to marry a 15-year-old, basically put her on layaway?
What is illegal about it? If you went to she 18 before you touch her.
No, why is it approved of for a grown man to put a child on layaway until she 18?
I mean, it's cultural. I mean, I don't see anything bad. If you don't touch, you don't approach the girl, you went to she mature. I don't see any problem with that.
So it don't matter if she's
Do
in
you know?
love
Do
with
you
the
know?
man or
Do you know
not.
the
Like,
story of Celine John? Do you know the story of Celine John?
no, I don't.
Do you want me to tell you the story of Celine John? Her husband saw her
Not really.
when she was 14, 15. He did the same thing. He went until she 18, and then he started sponsorship, and then they got married at 22. Celine John knew her husband since he's 14. Was that illegal? No. He didn't touch her. He went until she's
Grooming.
18.
It will be considered grooming.
No, he didn't touch her. It's not illegal.
So would you
You
engage in
do
that cultural practice?
engage cultural practice. What you mean?
You saying that that's something's cultural. So would you engage in the same practice that you say it's acceptable?
We're not talking about me. We're talking about in general the culture in
But you're
Africa.
saying that it's
Can I answer
acceptable.
him?
You wouldn't have a problem. You wouldn't have a problem with it. So you're saying it's acceptable. You don't have a problem with it. So if you don't have a problem with it, that means you would do it yourself, correct?
I'm not talking to a 14, 15. But we're talking about the culture.
Can I answer, please?
So
I
clearly, you
never
know it's a
talked to a
problem then.
14,
Clearly,
15.
but then
Yeah,
that
hold
so you
on,
know it's a
y'all.
problem.
Can I
Again, I
ask?
say they don't go directly to the daughter. That's why I say they don't go directly to the daughter. So it's
Uh,
not illegal.
for me as an African, I condemn grooming or whatever they call it, or child marriage, all over Africa and all over the world. And I expect and I hope a lot of African countries start condemning such action in Africa. I land with that.
It's an outdated
I,
practice.
I
Go
was
ahead,
gonna say,
American.
I had a question. Okay, so we're talking about a grown man that may be over the age of 18 looking at a child, because technically a person doesn't become a full adult until the age about 25. Her frontal lobe is fully developed, meaning her brain. So you have a grown men looking at children and talking about going to the families with cows and horses and stuff to try to marry a young girl. What do you
Yeah.
guys feel? I wanted to know. So my question is, how you don't think that that is pedophilia?
Let me
Like,
respond to
so do
you.
you? Wait a
PDF,
minute.
PDF. I
Oh,
love TikTok shop. I love
I love
TikTok
TikTok
shop.
Shop. Like, you think that's PDF file stuff? Like,
Okay, can I
do you guys?
respond?
Wait a minute. So if someone was looking at your, so what if she? Okay, so what if the girl turns of age and decides, hey, I don't like this man? Is she forced into that marriage with him?
Respond to you, okay? Again, you're doing like you understand African culture. You don't. Okay, it's not because you give the bride price to somebody, it means she automatically your wife. She become your wife when you got exchange wine. You don't know the ceremony. The dad takes the wine, he puts in your mouth. He takes the wine of the girl, the parents of the girl takes the wine and gives to the man. Then they do all the tradition and then she become your wife. Not because somebody give the cow means that's your wife automatically. That's why they wait until she's 18. Then if she decides she don't want to,
That's
then they
not the
take all
side.
that.
That's not the part
Hold on,
she's
hold on.
talking
Let
about.
me learn. Let me
She's
learn.
asking why is it acceptable for
I
a
respond.
grown man
Hey, I
to.
respond to it. You just want
Wait
to
a minute.
create
Go ahead.
something.
Go ahead. Land your plane, Franco.
Okay, you just want to create something that's not there. Again, I say, not because you give the bride price means that's your wife. She's not. Yes, they take the bride price, but she's not your wife yet. When she's 18, she decides not, she don't want to, they give that money back. They give everything back. That's how it goes.
So my question was, why is it okay to even be looking at little girls?
I,
She's looking for.
I,
Well, how is that
can
like
I answer, please?
we
Can I
hold
answer?
on, Africa, because y'all have to be
Because he
honest.
knows it's
How is
fundamentally
that
wrong. That's
creating
why.
something? Hold on, CJ. How is that creating something? Y'all literally, you just said
Okay, hold
a
on. So
grown man can go.
CJ, I'm gonna rotate you down. I want to bring somebody else up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You can
Yeah,
come
but
back up though, CJ. I just gotta rotate it.
yeah, Franco, the way you literally explained it, a grown man, if he sees a girl that he likes, whether she 15, 16, he approached the family and asked for her hand in marriage. Yes, we realize he's waiting until she's 18, but why is the grown man looking at a child? Is the point that she was trying to make. Like, why is that okay for a grown man to look at a child in that type of way?
Uh,
Again, go ahead, African.
can I answer, please? As he
Yeah,
said,
go
is a
ahead. Then we'll see if anybody else got any questions. Go ahead. We got new people up
uh,
here. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, my ear, my goat. So, first of all, it's a cultural thing, okay? So, and I hope we are able to start thinking, like how to be able to move away from those kind of cultural things, because a lot of things in Africa is still need addressing. You might like it, you might like your culture or not. There's some culture in Africa that still need addressing, just like America is addressing everything. Just like before in America, women cannot vote. So Africa too have to step up to that extent. But with this kind of uh, deep cultural and tribalistic in Africa is difficult. And you have to understand too, we are still 60 years old. So I land with that.
Okay, so we had Q up
Can I
here.
say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Desaline.
All right. So, I'm Haitian, but I was just on a live right now with Africans debating about the same thing because the Arabic um, just got married with a 6-year-old girl. And all those Africans, mainly they speak French. So we were all like debating it. And they were like so angry about it. So angry about the fact that who let a grown-up man in his 60s married a 6-year-old girl, and nobody say nothing because he's a man of God. And why I said there are 54 countries in Africa, I wasn't wrong at all, because French just say it's cultural, it's African culture. It is not. It is religion that they claim give them power over people, over kids, even in the Bible. It says it. God says it himself. If your slaves are like old enough, get rid of them. But keep the little one to be your wife.
Thank you
It
for the
says it in the
gifts.
Bible. So if you were talking about your culture in Africa, where you're from in Africa, you can say it, but stop generalizing the fact that all African are the same. Because Africa, some of them speak so many different languages they can't even understand one another. So it's not a cultural matter of African.
Okay,
It
thank you.
is it
Thank
is
you.
yeah, it is like spiritual, or I don't know, like
I mean,
religion.
majority of African countries do have
Desiree, I think you
child
didn't hear
marriage.
what I'm
Hold
saying.
on,
Y'all don't like
Frenchie.
to listen.
Okay, thank you, Desaline. Thank you for coming up. He gave his point of view. Go ahead, Frenchie or African reality. Y'all want to respond? We
Yeah.
gotta go ahead, Frenchie.
Okay.
Friendship.
Okay. I say it again.
Huh?
They are not married at 15 years old. They're holding her. They don't touch her. They don't talk to her. They wait until she's 18 and legal. Y'all are not understanding what I'm saying. You just come here and you want to put word on my mouth. I said they wait until she's 18. And then if she decides she don't want it, then they give back everything that was whole. That's my point. I
Okay.
land my plane.
That's your example, but
All right,
it's
y'all.
still
Let's
an
get to the
example though.
guests. Let's let the guests speak. Go ahead. Uh, Q. Hey, Q.
That's fine.
Huh?
Um, I said, how y'all doing?
Oh, hey, Q.
Hey, I have a question. I don't know if is it any South Africans on the panel? I guess both of them were on Do Not Disturb. I don't
No.
know.
Frank.
Um,
Hello, Frenchie, Franco.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I
Yeah,
don't
go
I'm
think
ahead.
not.
neither
I'm not
one of
South
them.
African. I'm not
No.
South
No, go
African.
ahead. I live in South Africa.
okay. So the I guess like the hostility that you guys have towards the Nigerians, why don't y'all never have that hostility towards the white tea people that remains in you guys' country that occupy majority of you guys farmlands and stuff?
Um. It is a. I think, as I said, Africans have ego. Okay. So I feel like Africans tends to have more. More. I feel like maybe trying to overprove a fellow Africans. I feel like that's what's going on in South Africa. So that's all I can say about it.
Though you're not South African, though you can respond. Why you
I said
respond?
I live in South
Not because you
Africa,
leave them. That doesn't mean you're a South African. She asked for South African.
but
Come on,
I'm
bro.
giving my own point of view. I'm not
No,
talking
no.
for
She
the.
asked for South
Oh
African.
no,
Come on.
I thought you were South African. I thought you
No,
said that
I'm
you
not.
were
I'm not.
South
I'm not.
African.
No.
All y'all Africans was African.
No,
That's why
there
I said me.
there
I'll
are
give my
different
own
groups of
answer no matter
people.
what. So I don't care.
No, I really specifically wanted to ask, but love, I'm listening, love. I'm a
You
support.
have the same question
I'll
to
drop
Black
down
Americans though
because I mean that's not you can't have the same questions to Black Americans.
about immigration though. That's what I
We
meant
stay
about
fighting white
immigration.
people. That's why
I
you
mean,
got
what
you
would be your
messed up over
question
there.
that you have
We
towards
stay
Black Americans?
So will you ask them that would they have the same energy towards the government or the America system to not favor immigrant anymore?
I'm sorry. Can you word your question better than that?
Okay, what I mean is this: some FB or some black don't want immigrants in America anymore. So would they have the same energy towards the policymaker in America?
yeah.
I mean, we have had energy, but what you guys are trying to commit seems like a genocide. I don't know if I could say the real word. And because you guys feel like y'all are not getting, well, I don't know, it's not specifically you, but South Africans feel like, you know, their resources are being taken out from other immigrant groups. That's not what Black Americans would be doing towards white tea people. Our fight would be different towards white tea people versus the white tea people in South Africa. So it's like you're comparing apples to oranges.
Can you answer, please?
We stay on YT people ass, so that's a non-factor. I mean, you know it. We do. So
Yeah, but
this is an African question moment. So does anybody have a question for Africa? Do you have another question for any other type of African, Miss Q?
um honestly, I don't, not right now. I can't think of any, but thank you, love. I'm gonna gift you guys, and I'm
Thank
listening
you,
to.
Q.
All
Thank you
right,
for
you're
coming
welcome.
up.
I
Thank
had a
you.
question. I'm sorry. I had another question.
Wait a minute, hold on. Black Queen has some facts. Well, she had something to say.
Yeah, I really don't have a question. I just want Africa Reality and Franco to really be honest about this child marriage thing because it is a terrible, disgusting thing that is happening over there. So, my source is UNICEF. Okay, so the region is home to over 50 million child brides, with the largest share in Ethiopia. Let me just give you some numbers here. South Sudan, 1.3 million. Zimbabwe, 1.4 million. Somalia, 1.4 million. South Africa, 1.6 million. Zambia, 1.8 million. Malawi, 2.2 million. And I'm in Kenya, 4.2 million. But the most of all, I'm not going to read them all. The most of all is Ethiopia at 17.3 million. This is child brides, people under the age of 18. And the other gentleman who came up here talking about the Arabs marrying children, those are
Thank you.
Muslims. Those are not any, that doesn't have anything to do with God. They follow Muhammad, and Muhammad married a 6-year-old as well. So that's what they believe in. And so he tried to twist that around to God and the word. All of that he read is in the Quran. I just want to make that clear. And so you guys, this is something that I have a lot of passion about, that I read about a lot, that I watch a lot, and it is just horrible. And I pray against it all the time, that these young girls will have a chance at life without a bunch of old freaks staring at them while they're little kids and not giving them a chance, a real chance at life and love with people their age. And I gotta go, love. I just came up to say that I gotta
Respond
get
to
back
her.
to
Okay.
cooking.
Can I respond to that, please?
Yeah, I wanted to respond to her.
Go ahead, I'll go
And
after
then
you.
we're gonna move on to other questions after American Pisces. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Again, y'all always come here and say, oh, you're using YT stuff on Google. You're doing that. You're doing the same thing. I explained to you. Yes, it can be, you can read whatever you want to read. But the reality is go to Africa, then you understand the reality. Again, not because you bride price a girl means she's your wife. No. You until everything is exchanged, the wine, the dad give you the wine, the other dad give you the wine, then they say you are married. Until then, you are not married. If both parents do not pronounce that you are married, you are not married. So you stop that. No girls get married at 15. Yes, they take it, but they wait until they're 18 and then they leave it alone. If the girl don't want it, they leave it alone. Point blank.
I think it's the
Uh,
fact that
eh,
we're looking past the fact that it's grown men looking at children. That's the whole point we're talking about. We don't
uh,
care about the whole ritual part and how y'all make it official.
Me as an African, I rebroke child marriage and grooming. But what she said earlier is, she said Mohammed married 6 years old. I just want to ask her before she left. Can a 6 years old get pregnant? Can anybody answer me, please?
I mean, a 60-year-old get another
Six
60 year
years
old.
old. Can she be pregnant?
I mean, biologically,
Yeah, she can.
she can. If she got pregnant by a grown man, he's going to jail. He's going to be uh
Years can get
as
pregnant.
an offender.
Come on, be
6
realistic.
years.
The whites, the whites. Don't
No,
call it
no.
the.
In reality, if a grown man has a child with a 16-year-old, he's going to jail, and
Yes,
he's
I,
going to
I
be
agree.
labeled.
Yeah, I support it too. Yeah, I agree.
He's
But
going to be hold on, Africa. He's going to be labeled an offender.
Right.
You get a little thing in your mail. If they move in your neighborhood, he has to register for life. Everywhere he go, he got to register. That's by United States federal law and state law. Each state has its own unique things or more nuanced processes you got to follow. But yeah, a grown man get a child pregnant, he's going to jail. If he dates a child, he's going to jail. We don't play that here.
And
I,
when
I
he gets to jail, those inmates deal with those child people that be messing with those children. So we hold people accountable over here for doing that. But my whole thing is the fact that no one thinks that there's something wrong with even eyeballing a child. That I'm sorry, that is disheartening. And okay, so my question would be, so since we don't believe in child marriage, you guys trying to get us to come over to Africa, you don't think that your traditions, the traditions that they carry on in Africa, would make us uncomfortable?
I agree. That's why I said about the bushmeat earlier. I said not even me as an African. When I go to Africa, when I'm in Africa, I don't even eat it anymore. So and again, a lot of culture in Africa still need revisiting, still need to be addressed, but it is not yet time. And the I know Africa have a lot of issues. So cultural thing, it is what is embedded in African blood, but not all African countries. So I
And
do
have,
hold on. Let me say this. Not
Yeah.
all African country so I do still
Then we
does
got to
food.
get to the guests.
I
Okay.
had one more question. I'm gonna shut up. Okay, so my next question would
African
be,
reality, let me respond,
wait a
okay?
minute. My next question would be, why are those little girls walking around in Nigeria and other places without shirts on and bras?
I will blame
African
all.
reality, you want to respond everything? You want to respond
Hold on,
everything?
you can answer. Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. In South Carolina, right here, girls walk with no bra. There's a culture here. They still adapt Nigerian culture
Okay, so
in
you
South
mad now,
Carolina.
Franco? So you mad because
No, I'm not mad.
wait, hold on. You saying here in the United States, little black girls is walking down the street with no bra on and no shirt on. Is that what you just said? Or am I
I say
mistaken?
South Carolina, they're still doing Nigerian tribe. In South Carolina,
Boy, stop.
they have no
You
shirt.
said a Nigerian tribe.
I say in South Carolina, they're still doing Nigerian. Yes,
You
they're
said
still
South
doing that
Carolina.
in South
Stop,
Carolina, right here. Yes,
stop lying, bro.
I'm not
You
lying. Go
gotta
research. Go look it
Man.
up.
ain't
Go look
nobody.
it up,
Sir, you could go to jail for indecent. Oh, a female can go to jail and get a citation for indecent exposure.
bro. I'm
Now, a
telling you, it's
male
a
can take
culture
his shirt off
here.
in public.
There's
Sir, this
nothing
is
that
no. This is law. This in every state. A female can't come outside with her breasts just out. She go to jail. That's indecent
look it
exposure.
up.
Oh, only a man can be outside with his shirt off. That's unfavorable in some places. That's indecent exposure. That's the
Go
law of the
look it up.
land.
Stop
We
arguing. Just look it
civilized
up.
here.
Hold on, Franco.
Look it up. That's
I
all.
used to live in South Carolina. That's a lie. He just
Oh my
lied.
God,
So
Jesus
how many?
But you
Christ.
So
still didn't
Franco,
answer my question.
Okay,
Um
what's your question? Say it again. Ask
why is
again.
they walking around like that?
How
first
old are
of
you?
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. African reality. You want to respond so bad? Go ahead.
Wait, we had Kalo. No, wait, Franco, you Nigerian, right?
the Cameroonian, I believe.
No, I'm not Nigeria. I'm not
Not you.
Cameroonian.
Not.
I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
Nigerian.
Not Franco. The other Franco. He here.
No, for me, I'm Ghanaian.
You Ghanaian. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I answer?
No, hold on, Africa. So American, can you ask Franco?
I said, why are the little girls in Africa, even today, still walking around without shirts and bras on?
All right. So let me answer this way. So to start with, Africa is a continent. I like to make that clear. We have different countries And it's unfortunate that some people are generalizing it and saying Africa is like this and Africa is
No,
like that.
no, no.
No, I'll
We
get to
know
that.
Africa is a continent. I'm
I,
just
I,
saying,
I, I'm,
and
I'm,
that's
I'm
just
making a
how a
point.
lot of us talk. We don't
Yeah,
go
See,
through all those
even
countries. We just call it Africa. Yeah,
yeah.
like y'all
even
should be
pick the
one
country on
country. Y'all
those.
should be one place, like the United States, in my opinion. But since y'all ain't, we just say Africa. All them other countries.
I get. I was making that point to.
Okay,
And then
Franco.
also she made it specific at first when she first asked the question. So I mean, whether you want it specific to the point or you want it broad based, she still asking the question because in multiple parts of Africa is women that walk around shirtless.
Can I answer that question?
Go ahead, Kalo.
Yeah. It's true. In some part of Africa, yeah, women work like that, which there is no problem because number one, our ancestors worked like that. Number two, it shows that we still hold our culture and it depends on what occasion. When there's a traditional ceremony, our indigenous ceremony, of course, to meet to practice our culture, we have to do everything that our ancestor did. We don't see it as naked, we see it as natural. And when when you see women walking like that, you will never hear anything of, oh, a woman has been touched or a woman has been this. No,
So
that has
wait.
never
So
happened.
what happened? Okay, so then if you gonna sit up here and say that, then Kalo, because we here really to ask questions and we just want truthful answers. You said it's nothing wrong in some parts. Well then, and no women is touched. Well then, why do they want to touch the women at that little festival y'all have over there?
I've never heard of a festival where they touch women.
The you
Se-
didn't you
The
didn't hear about
Ozuro
Can I answer,
Festival,
please?
yeah, hold
not the
on,
part of
I
Africa.
Nigeria.
didn't. I
Hold
didn't even.
on.
Let me finish answering the question.
Okay,
The
well I'm talking
Ozuro
about the
Festival,
Ozuru
yeah,
festival.
in the Delta
You said the
part of
Zulu.
Nigeria. Yeah,
You
in the
said the
Delta part of
Zulu.
Nigeria.
Are you talking about the Zulu in
You don't
South
know what we
Africa?
talking about. That's okay. We'll go to the next
No,
person.
I know the Zulu.
I'm not
Some of my
saying
The
people
the
came from them.
Ozuro Festival
Ozuru
in
festival.
Nigeria, in the North Delta of Nigeria.
I
We
mean,
big on women rights here, and that's why that was
we
my
big.
main
I mean, human
question.
rights were in Africa too. Second, if you go anywhere
Women
in the
rights.
world, hold on, black.
She
In
said
South
women rights.
America, you will
Right.
find
I said
women walking.
women's rights.
You find women walking like the women in Africa when you go in South America. The indigenous Australians, they do the same thing. The indigenous people in India, they do the
I'm
same.
talking
The black
about
in,
y'all. This is ex Africans.
cause I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you like
I mean,
it's
but I
how
don't care what
indigenous
they
people
doing
do
over
it.
there. Listen, can you
What
just
do you?
so y'all ain't got no answer. It's just the culture.
No,
That's all. Okay, it's the
Can I
culture.
answer, please? Can I
We
answer?
are just natural. Is it wrong working with being natural?
I was
Don't
gonna
you go
give
to
an
the
answer.
beach?
Do
Don't
I
you go
go
to
to
the
the
beach?
beach? No, we ain't talking about at the beach. We talking
Yeah, you
about
got,
just normal life, walking down the street.
yeah, you gotta
No
have clothes
African
I
on.
can
goes
answer.
naked in the streets.
Hold on. You gotta have
Oh,
clothes
so
on if
y'all
they if you go there.
that sound like I mean, okay, all
Yeah,
right. Shout
unless you
out to
go to a
y'all and y'all
designated
traditions.
nude
I
beach,
mean,
that's
in
the only
South
place you
America
can
they
go.
do it in the
Hold
black
on, y'all.
indigenous as
Because you trying to bring up the beach. Unless it's a designated nude beach, that's the only place you can be naked at the beach. Any other beach, you're gonna go to jail for indecent exposure, public nudity.
Can I answer the
Can
question, please?
I think I didn't get to land my plane, if I may.
Go
Uh,
ahead, Franco.
Yeah. Yeah, the only reason I started by saying Africa is a continent because some of these things happen in some countries that we are not aware of, right? So yes, there are certain countries that do that. It's not tradition. I would not say everywhere does that. I would blame it on poverty and mainly poverty. Some areas in Africa are poverty
You
stricken, and
mean tell me
everyone
they
knows that.
that poor they can't afford a shirt? They can't go nowhere and get a shirt?
There are some
yeah,
areas
much
in
clothes
Africa
we
that
sent over there. I got all the '05 to 2010 clothing.
About nonsense, Black Franco.
2015 too.
Franco. Are you sure with what you're saying that people work naked because of poverty? Are you sure?
I
And
know.
where?
Nonsense. It don't
We
even
all
make sense.
know
Come on,
that there
man.
are
Just be
areas in.
factual. Don't try and be funny, trying to please anybody. Just be real.
Why would I want to please
They
anybody?
do
I
it in
don't.
Ghana. When they do your rituals in Ghana, they don't do the same thing that the ancestors we used to do.
I'm sorry, we don't do that in Ghana. No.
Don't they? I can't do it.
You are lying. You are lying.
Look, it's they do it in South America. The indigenous people in South America, they do it. The indigenous black people in Australia, they do it. How you going? I'm very disappointed in you. I don't know if you feel shy to do your
African reality, I don't know what's the talking point. I don't
something is
understand them
wrong with them.
sometimes.
Just be real. You don't have to please anybody.
Can I answer, please? Can I speak my own view, please?
Yeah, go ahead, Africa Reality.
Yeah, Franco, as long as you don't been in America, you should understand civilized and uncivilized.
You
North
see,
Carolina, you will do that. It's South Carolina.
first of all, about the kids that might be, you say, walking naked, not all part of Africa. And the Ozoro festival I talk about, the female out there, they are not being walking out naked, okay? Yes, you might see some rural area, it's happening. As I said, Africa is still developing. And we cannot, whatever we see on the media, you have to be factual. That's why I said it is high time Africa start creating a media company to be fact checking anything that go out of Africa in the media aspects to combat this propaganda they're pushing on black all over the world.
Okay,
I'm
go, go,
sorry,
go.
but I'm not gonna
Hold on,
let you
America,
lie.
cause go real
I'm
bit.
sorry, I'm not
Hold
gonna
on,
let him
America,
lie
go real
like
bit.
that.
Wait. Hold on, America,
He's
go real
lying
bit. Waiting
because
for a
let
minute.
me hold on. Let me say this.
Let them know. We know
He's
they
a
not
liar.
lying. We all know they lie. Let go
I
My
real
lie
bit
best
though.
though.
How
friend
do I
just
lie? How
came
do
back
I
from
lie?
Nigeria. She lives in Nigeria, and
Let them
she
lie. We
Which
called
of
know
me.
they
Nigeria she
studying.
live at?
Go ahead, go real.
Do you think
Ask the
Nigeria is
question.
like a little city?
I got I got one question.
Go ahead.
Uh, the girls that y'all married, do the girls be in love with you guys, or it doesn't matter if they in love with you guys when y'all guys marry them?
Can I answer that?
Yes,
You
sure.
go first.
Yeah. So these marriages that you are talking about, most of them they are arranged marriage. It's like, and it's not the age gap is not the big age gap that you are trying to make it. It's like a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old. And in fact, that 17-year-old, he has to wait for that
Kalo,
16-year-old to
Kalo,
get
No, I'm
Kalo,
married.
not.
Kalo. I saw
No,
It's not
pictures.
no,
weird
I
I'm
like
saw
you're trying to
videos
make it.
with grown
no.
men.
I'm just
Don't try to
asking.
act like that. I saw
I'm
grown
I'm
asking.
men,
I'm
old as
I'm asking.
hell, waiting
where
on
did
the.
you see
What you mean on social media? People post it. It's what you mean. So you mean to tell me these ain't grown? It's documentaries from National Geographics. It's all kind of documentation on that and how they
but
get
where did you
prepared
see them?
and
That's my
how the
question.
girls be messing up their bodies having these babies at such a young age.
I
Where
was just
did you
asking, do the girls be in love with the men?
Yeah, and I
look
know
with
go
the
real was
man? They don't marry any man. You cannot a grown man cannot marry a child. I don't know what kind of
Bro,
Africa
what are
you
you
guys are
talking about?
talking
Look,
about.
Do they
Go
be in?
Rail was in my room today. I had African News Day, and
Okay,
I played
French.
none but African news broadcasts where it was African people going into these little villages and talking to the individuals who are dealing in child marriage, and they were selling babies like 6 months, 2 years old. Yeah, they the family still had the baby. No one said until the child got to a certain age, but they was putting babies and little kids on layaway. That's the sick part that we're speaking of. Y'all
Okay,
putting children on layaway.
okay, we got Africa. Let's ask him. French. Do they do that in your country? Yes or no?
Do what?
What they are saying?
Hold on. Chill.
No, let's
Aretha
ask the
Franklin.
Africans.
Hold
They're
on,
here.
Kalo. Aretha Franklin. She had her first baby at 12, but she might have. I got to do
Yeah,
research
she
on that.
taking the
I don't
baby
know.
boy.
Hold on, the black. However, it wasn't a grown 40-year-old waiting to sleep with her continuously after they got married either. No 40-year-old was waiting on her for the rest of her life.
What
Go.
country are you talking about where a 40-year-old man waits for a young girl? What country is
I
that?
didn't say. I'm just saying. I didn't say.
So you were
I
just
just said
saying.
it was a. I was talking to somebody in the comments, but what
Ah.
I'm saying is, it is older men marrying those girls. Okay.
Can I mention to you about the South Carolina?
The South Carolina. Now y'all
Yeah,
want to do
let me
tit for
tell you the
tat.
name.
Y'all don't
The,
want to.
Hold on,
Don't get
It's
all
Franco.
weird that
upset.
you are just
Hold
saying,
on. Hold on. Don't talk
to
over
tell the
me,
name.
Kalo. Hold on, y'all. But don't get upset. Y'all ask us questions. This is my first show. Ask Africans one question. Y'all been asking us questions since I started streaming over here. Now y'all want to try to get into y'all little feelings and try to, bring it back to Black Americans. We ain't talking about what Black Americans do in Aretha Franklin and girls in South Carolina. The focus tonight is on Ask Africans, okay? And that's what I want y'all to stay on. It's our turn to ask Africans. Y'all said y'all was gonna come up here and do the show.
Can I
Okay?
answer, please?
Yes.
I feel like issue with Africans is lack of accountability is what's destroying the whole Africa, and lack of being patriotism about the image of Africa. I mean, you cannot sit here and tell me that someone come to a culture. Yes, it might be your culture. I'm just saying you cannot sit here and tell me that if it's your daughter, you will even let a friend of yours talk to your daughter that you want to marry your daughter. Will you accept French in today?
Let me tell you something. I
African,
would let me
okay.
tell you something. I will pew somebody if they ever looked at my
I asked
underage
French,
child.
please.
No, wait a minute. Let me talk. I have underage children, and if anybody ever stepped or approached me about one of my kids talking about, oh, your daughter, I'm looking at and interested in marrying her, and she's a minor, you gonna get pewed. Okay, I don't play games like that. That shit is unacceptable. Shouldn't no grown man be interested in no little girl? What in the world can a little girl do for a grown man?
but what country do they do that?
Clean
We're
this
That's
house,
asking you. You are
weird.
not saying the
clean this
country.
house, and have schmecks. That's all she
That's
can do.
sad.
Clean his
What
That's some
house,
what
have
country in
and you
schmecks,
Africa do they
and
do
push
that?
out babies. That's
and
it.
you mean this, and the thing about it is they sitting here lying, talking about they don't be looking at them little girls walking around there without shirts on. You looking at something to make somebody want to be your wife and she's a child.
Uh,
That's what's walking around in Africa with no shirt on. Little girls. So you looking at them little girls walking around there without shirts on, lying, telling us we don't look at them like that. It's natural. I bet it is. I bet
Why are
it
you
is. That's sick.
And
Okay,
That
Franco.
we
is
gonna
sick.
move on. All right,
America,
now?
let's
can you
But
let
what?
we gotta okay, we gonna move on.
But can we be
Let's see.
factual when we talk about?
can you
Yeah, we're about to be factual. Franco, a women cannot be outside breastless without a shirt in South Carolina. She'll go to jail. That's the law.
Can I
So we
respond?
don't
Can I
believe
respond to
you.
that?
Hold
Let me give you
on,
the name.
Prince of Foreign, you can come up here if you African. You can come in here. You can come on up here. Okay, Itha and Go Rev, we're gonna rotate the stage so we can get some new questions up here
Okay,
for the
cool.
people. All right, thank you. Oh, how did that keep happening? Did I do that? Thank you, Rev.
I
Thank you,
mean,
Itha.
it breaks my heart about what they do to them little girls over there. And my sister was very close friends with the girl from Africa. She was from Eritrean or something. That girl did not have a clitoris. She did not.
Okay, well, I don't know what's,
I'm sorry. I'm
goodness
She
sorry.
gracious, yeah.
exaggerating like
She
Franco,
did
do
that.
you
Yeah,
not.
hold
talk? Do you
on,
talk?
hold
She did
on.
not.
Hold on, we still
She
gotta
did
think
not.
about YouTube. We can't get
Yeah,
that because YouTube
right.
is very against that.
African reality is the one who's making them make all this stuff that doesn't exist in Africa. It's the one who's
No,
supporting
no, no,
them.
no. Hold on,
See,
hold
I
on,
was
Yeah,
agreeing
it's
Hold
with
very
on,
She
we
used
got a
weird.
to.
new person on the
hold on.
stage.
Let
Hold
me
on.
talk my reason
Yeah,
why I
Africa
said
Wait
the
a
this.
only one
minute.
that
We
said
got a
he.
new person on the stage, everybody. Prince of Foreign, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. So, you, what country you from on the continent?
I'm from Cameroon.
Cameroon. Okay, so one of my questions was, which sparked this whole side of it, is I was wondering about the young girls being married, or I guess put on. You might as well say put on layaway over there. You know, the underage child possibly marriage. We was wondering why is that a thing? I was wondering is that more religious or cultural? And we ended up here.
First of all, where I'm from and
Mhm.
every other neighboring tribes or ethnicities I know, they don't practice that. No 12-year old
Uh-oh.
or anybody below 18 is getting married to no 40 years old. So if anyone is saying that, please point out that culture and
Well,
let's
African
like
see.
I
reality.
saw the man in
I didn't
Somali.
tell you.
Hold on, African reality.
Oh, come again?
I saw the man in Somalia. He was crying like it was a bunch of men over there crying because they couldn't get. They
Okay,
was
okay,
changing that law. No, you
okay.
asked me. You asked me to tell you like what country. I saw some people over there in Somalia, but I also saw documentaries on the National Geographic. I don't necessarily know the name of the country right this second, but anybody can put in the search engine child marriages and on YouTube, you know what I mean, in Africa and see what come up. So I mean, I'm not making this up. It's only a question, and I'm wondering still, is that more cultural or more religious?
You look it up. Startenberg International Festival in South Carolina.
It's
Look it up.
funny that many people from Africa they are saying they don't know these things, but some people who are not African they say they are these things. It's really weird.
Kalo, I wasn't joking. In Ghana, it's a crime to get married to anyone under 18.
But they're saying we
It's
are.
a
They say we
crime.
do
But
it
wait a
too.
minute, hold
You
on,
see,
But they
Kalo.
say we
The
do it.
issue
It's
was,
really
hold
weird.
on,
this is a legal
hold on,
practice.
Kalo. Y'all, ooh, Jesus Christ. Um, Franco, the issue was Franco explained to us how they find the girl that they want to marry at like 15, 16, or whatever. I think it's younger than that, but I'll go with what Franco said. Then he said that they don't actually touch the girl until she's 18. So Americans' question was, why are they even looking for a girl to marry at that age anyway? So nobody said they were actually doing the whole consummating the marriage and or nothing like that. Which I did see shows. I saw pregnant girls being second, third, fourth wives, and they was young. But the thing is, they do wait. Franco saying they wait. They put their cow down or whatever, and then they wait until the girl get 18. So
Can I
that's
answer
still
that?
ain't that like grooming?
It
Answer
is.
that?
Hold on, Ed. Y'all news sources and y'all radio stations are not credible sources. Cause where I got my information was from Nigerian Info FM, the little radio station there where it was two girls up there having a debate on child marriage should be a criminal offense.
Hey,
So like
can I come in?
Can I answer that?
cause most of my sources and most of the stuff I bring up, it be coming from
No.
Africans saying
No,
these things.
Kalo. We
And they're
got
doing
other people up here. Go ahead, the black. We got Manju up here and Prince of
go ahead.
what's the name? We're gonna let them talk. And I'm gonna rotate since we got multiple people up here. I'm gonna rotate
Okay, can I just say my last words and then I
hold
drop?
on. I'm not saying I'm gonna rotate you. Oh godly. Yes, just yeah. Go ahead. Say your last thing, Kalo, because you can't stay on mic. Go ahead.
I mean, if you want me to stay, I will.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
you,
So, I mean, to my fellow Africans, man, don't listen to what's really going, because it's really weird. We have African from different parts. They're all saying they have never heard of this thing, but it's like there's a certain stereotype that's trying to be pushed on African. Where in Africa can a 40-year-old marry a underage age girl and everything goes smooth? Where in
wait a
Africa?
minute. You ain't hear
What they are
me
talking
just
about?
say.
Let me
See, that's
finish.
what I'm saying.
Let let me finish. You gotta let
This
me
is the
finish.
slow stuff. Cause I'm about to drop you after I say what I gotta say. You heard me just explain what Franco said. Franco said that they don't get actually married until the girl is 18. However, they find the girl at that young age. Thank you, Kalo. Cause if you
He's
don't
not 40
listen,
though.
no. Yes. Okay. Um,
Can I
mind you,
answer the
hold on,
question?
Africa reality. We got new people up here. Manjo, you want to respond to that?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
child child marriages. That's prevalent. That's that's prevalent in Africa. So whoever from Africa saying that they've never heard of it or seen it, that's not true. But you don't have to go to Africa to find that. In the United States,
But mind you, once again, you see the prompt. Ask Africans one question. Y'all talk to us. Y'all ask us
okay,
questions
that's
every day. Hold on, just let me say it again for the record. Y'all ask us questions every day. Why we on this? Why we on that? Why this? Why that? Why this? Tonight, since I've been streaming, it's the only time I have ever had a prompt that says ask Africans one question. So we don't want y'all to revert back to us. We want to stick to Africans tonight.
no.
Like we stick to like y'all come up on this panel and y'all stick to Black Americans. Tonight we stick into Africans. So no need to go around nowhere else. We gonna stay on the continent, okay?
Yeah, but I just wanted to give an example.
Or not with a Black American.
No, not Black American. I'm talking about in the United States.
Why? We talking about Africa.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
But just
child.
keep the focus on yourself. I don't care if the whole planet besides Africa did it.
It's
We
only
talking about
20
Africans.
2018 that child marriages was banned in some states. There are still 34 states that allow child marriages in the United States.
So here we go.
And
Y'all
and
y'all
before
incapable of
before I
talking to
said that,
y'all incapable.
I
No,
said
no,
it was
no, no, no. Hold on. Y'all incapable, I guess, of talking about yourselves and the issues in y'all countries, huh? Because we don't want to talk about Americans. We don't want to talk about no other country tonight except Africa. What is so hard about that? Keep the focus on yourself. Like we got to keep the focus on us when we get hit with all these questions. So tonight is Ask Africans one question. Let's talk about Africa. Let's get to know what's going on there. And maybe
okay.
y'all can fix any misconceptions we might have. So we're not gonna give no examples about no other country. Keep it on Africa. Only examples I want is about other African countries.
It happens in Africa. Is
Okay.
that good
And we
enough?
want and my question is it religious or cultural or what?
It could be, I would say, cultural.
Okay.
But then again, you have to realize you've got 54 countries with a gazillion ethnicities. So
So
there's
wait a
some.
minute. So if it's cultural, like what part? Like is that like the back in the day, like the 1800s culture? Like what culture? How long y'all been practicing this?
A long time. It's been part and parcel of of the culture with some tribes. That's what I'm trying to say. Africa is so complicated, and people try to pretend that it's only one country. No, it's the most complicated continent in the world.
So when do y'all think it's time to let go of a lot of these somewhat considered uncivilized practices that's not acceptable
I
in,
don't know
in a
what you
lot of
mean by
places?
uncivilized. I just told you you practice it right here in America. But she was telling me, no, don't
No,
call
no, no,
America.
hold on, sir. Because if you get caught doing that, you go to jail. That is looked down upon, and we're making it more stronger and stringent laws to, because we protect women and children here. Unfortunately, y'all don't, and a lot of places don't to the point that we do. But we're working on that issue and been working on that issue. Why are y'all not trying to work on that issue and better that? Because the women and children in y'all countries, on y'all continent, period, are asking and begging for this.
Douglas?
Let him answer. Pissed off. What up, Preston? Weird name next to him. You can answer, Manju.
So what were you saying again? I think
Well, why are y'all not working on changing these things? What some I ain't saying that
That's
it may
about
not be
every.
beneficial to y'all, but to the
Okay.
rest of the world, those are not favorable practices to
Okay.
do.
Do you want an answer, or you want to go on filibustering?
Go. I went on mute.
Okay. So what I was about to say, just about every African country out there is trying to address, child brides and all that. Every African country have a gender ministry or a gender department that's trying to you know avoid those practices. They've got strict rules and regulations against it. So when you say you know, they're not civilized, or they don't want to do anything about it, nah, that's not the story.
So
They,
you don't see
they
in it like Africa progressing to the point where this will end up sending a person to jail.
oh yes, they do that. Rape. That's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
I'm talking about just these practices, like we just said, child marriages, all these things. What we would consider grooming. Know what I'm saying? Like teaching a child that hey, I'm going to be with you until they get older, and then when they get old enough to actually marry you, you marry them.
Yeah, I mean,
And how
like,
much them
like,
girls cost? How much do y'all pay for that? How much do a marriage? Like, what's the dowry over there?
oh
Like,
my
how much?
gosh.
I'm wondering how much they cost.
That-
Like, how much y'all pay?
I don't know. I've never been in that sort of situation before, but there's a diary system. Yeah, you bring. I don't know. It depends. Once again, it depends on the country. Depends on the tribe. How many cows they might ask for, or how many goats, or how many sheep.
That
You
is
know.
so messed up. I mean, that is so messed up. Go ahead, so then we gonna switch this to
Ma'am, I
other
just wanted
questions.
to,
After
I
so,
just
hold
had a
on,
quick
so
question.
hold on, so hold on. After so question, we gonna move on to other questions because I got other questions. We gonna change the subject a little bit after so. Go ahead, so.
Yeah,
I
we
just want to
focusing
ask
on
one thing and I'm going to hop down.
we focusing on Manju right now. So y'all two
Yes,
Africans,
yes.
calm down, Africans.
Manju, are you in the States?
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever thought about being boots on the ground for your women and children back home in Africa? Can y'all like start a movement to go protect the women and children, please?
There's already a movement on the ground, and
What is
I'm
it
not
called?
and I'm not part of it.
You don't want to be a part of
I
protecting
said,
the women and
no,
children?
I am not a part of it. I'm saying, I'm not saying I don't want to be a part of it, but uh, you see, you have to realize, say, for instance, a place like Rwanda. Rwanda has more women in their parliament than men. They have the highest percentage of women in their Congress than any Western country or any other country in the world. So it's not like every African country, is hostile to women, and rape is prevalent and all that. No, that's not true.
Grape. I
Yeah,
love
great.
TikTok shop.
I just think if you get enough of the Nigerians or enough of the African men and just start a movement and just, I mean, y'all could change the world out there. Like y'all could change your whole everything just
African,
by showing up for your women and children.
yeah, that's true. But African women, the nowadays African women, they're pretty aggressive. They are
But they
aggressive.
still need protection.
Yeah.
Can I answer what he's trying to say, please?
Yes, please.
Oh, hold on. What you mean by African women are aggressive? Like they're speaking up for themselves, so y'all feel like that's being aggressive? Because obviously when a lot of them come over here, they dive heavily in misandry and feminism because of the oppression that they dealt with over there.
Yeah, and it started this. They start that from there. There's a lot of feminists. I mean, every corner in Africa you find some. I mean, where I come from in Liberia, that's where I'm from, and we even had a female president, Ellen.
Like they need some feminism in Africa. Yeah, the way y'all treat women. They need the feminism that we have here over there, and we need to slow down on it.
Ah, okay.
So do you think that they're aggressive because they're trying to protect themselves and their children because they're tired of these old freaky practices? Do you think maybe that's why they're aggressive?
That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. They know that a lot of the societies in Africa, you have men that are predators, and the women are out there to protect their daughters. Men are also out there protecting their daughters. So yeah, I mean, like where I'm from, uh, there's been so many incidents of predatory behavior against teenage girls, even pre-teenage girls, and and those that cause them harm
I'm
or
sorry. Can we
Wait a minute,
please? This is
American, I got a question next. Hold on. Go ahead,
I was gonna
Margie.
say.
Go
okay.
ahead, American, what?
I was gonna say. I'm sorry. This is very triggering when you have children. I don't know.
I know,
Yeah.
Can I
American.
answer my own point of view, please?
Okay, hold on.
Hold
I
on,
got a question. Um,
because I got
okay,
one
let's
on you
move
too.
this. Are you guys fighting for the rights of your LGBTQ community over there?
No, we
What kind
don't.
of programs and what kind of safeties and policies are being
That's a
pushed
good
or
question.
promoted for your
It's not.
LGBT
That
trans community over
Stop.
there
that's a
on the
good
Wait,
question.
let
continent?
her talk. It's for Manju right now.
Yeah,
Then
this
Now,
for
You have to answer
I
too.
it's
want
for
all of them
Manju
to
right now.
yeah. Wait a minute, hold on,
We're
y'all.
focusing on Manju. Y'all each had a turn. Calm down. We'll let y'all answer.
Well, I want to hear from multiple people. Yes, what type of resources are you guys giving to your LGBTQ trans queer communities, and what type of policies and securities are y'all putting in place to help the LGBT community on the continent?
Okay, you go.
Not our
It,
culture.
we,
none,
since we
zero.
already on Manju, can we go with him first and
Get
then
time.
Yeah,
work our
we'll
way
go with
back down the
Manju first.
pattern?
Hold on,
Yeah,
Frankie. Hold on,
that's a
Franco. What you say, Manju?
that's a pretty good question, but to be honest with you, zero, none.
Why is
If-
that?
well, because the people feel that if you're gay in Africa, there's something wrong with you. They also feel that it is not an African behavior; it's a European behavior, a bad European behavior. And you've got gay people in Africa all over, but they hide it. They have their own little underground community. They meet up and that sort of stuff. I'm saying that because I had a cousin who was gay.
Right, but mind you, don't you realize by those people hiding it and then those other so-called heterosexual African men over there knowing that the gay community over there have to hide their schmexuality, that promotes down low behavior, that promotes the real secret gays that likes to sleep with these LGBTQ community men to that most of them are married that's doing that to African women, and then they go sneak off to be with those
Yeah, you have that. You have the
it's sad,
homosexual.
but don't you think if y'all keep these people in the shadows, that
Yeah,
that would just help spread the house in Virginia disease? If you're not helping these people with resources,
yeah. That's true. There are also men who go with little boys. That's also an underground thing as well. Um, it's but you have to understand African society. It's like a man and a woman. The concept of homosexuality, they try to keep that under the rug. They don't even want to know about it. They don't have any. You know, it's not like.
But don't y'all look at them as y'all brothers and sisters?
Oh no, I mean, with me, I got nothing. I've got no problem. I've been in the state so long. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area for so most of my
No, I'm
life.
talking about on the continent.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm trying to tell you about me. I can't speak for 1.5 billion people. I can speak for me.
But
Okay, I
you said we
know.
gonna
Okay,
play
well,
that.
hold
Can
on.
I answer?
Hold
No,
on,
it's on
Africa.
Franco and then
Hold
Africa.
on, Franco. Go ahead. Can you help me out understanding? Because those LGBT communities, and there's a lot of them on the continent, and it's so sad the way they have to fend for themselves. Not only are they living on the continent with all the issues that come with that, then they're being mistreated, and then it's hard for them to get the medications that they need as well, why these men mistreat them, and then also go back home to their wives and nobody helps them. Why is that? Frenchie, Franco?
Okay. First, that's not our culture.
No,
For us, it's like,
she mean the person next to Manju. It's easily how to follow the
okay,
line,
sorry,
guys.
sorry, sorry.
We just following the line. That's how we do. Yeah, if you ain't there, Franco, then
Oh,
you
I
gotta
see
ask.
what you're doing. Franco, can you answer that?
Um, yeah, that's a tricky one. To be honest, there is currently in Ghana. I personally can speak about Ghana because that's what I know. There isn't a policy, unfortunately, not yet. I know that there are movements, a lot of movements that are fighting for policies to protect that community. But as it stands now, there isn't one. I know there's a politician who's fighting against that movement, but that's the current fight, just like everything everywhere else. Like, people have to fight until they're recognized, but it's currently a strong movement that is trying to fight for those policies to be implemented. That's what I know.
All right, thank you. And I hope one day those LGBTQ community Africans that they get the help they need, and y'all can share some resources with them where they won't have to live underground and just be, in despair, basically. Go ahead, African Reality.
First of all, Africans, majority of Africans are conservative in nature. Okay, so just expect the same view. The Republicans or the conservative in UK see LGBTQ is the same. Majority of Africans will see it also. And I think not too long ago, Senegal passed a bill in their house banning gay activity, I believe. And I believe Ghana also proposed the same bill in their Senate, in their parliament to ban gay, I believe. But what I want to say about it is LGBTQ will be very, very tough in Africa. Me, I don't have any issue against them, but I don't think
Very, very tough in Africa.
I don't think
Me, I
Africa
don't have
will.
any issue again.
Wow. So, me personally, I condemn any people that are trying to harm LGBTQ, but for it to be normalized in Africa, it's gonna be tough. I learned with that.
You don't think it needs to be any progress going towards it?
Me personally, as I said, I don't have issue with them, but it's not gonna be in my vicinity though. So but I don't have issue with them if I maybe we met it we bump to each other and like coffee store or like but within in my household I cannot. I'm sorry.
And
So will
you
one
do
of
know we
y'all, will
have great
anybody
conservative.
be willing to push an agenda to support the LGBTQ in their countries on this panel? Is it in Frenchie, Manju, Franco?
I condemn any people trying to hurt them, though, but I just cannot have them around me, though. That's the only thing.
Right?
To
I
be
have
honest
no
with
problem.
you, I'm a hardcore hetero.
Oh,
Huh?
it's on Frenchie.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
asked him a
I
question, the
appreciate it.
black. No, I
Oh,
asked y'all a question real quick. I just want to show of hands if anybody will help push a policy to support the LGBTQ in your communities?
No,
We
for
know.
me,
How about the
no.
ones?
No,
One second,
sorry.
bro. How about the ones in Atlanta? They need support.
I mean, we support her, but you think they free in Atlanta?
We're free
Right.
to
If
be
they
here in
are they
America.
underground? If they had an underground, not getting the medications they need and the clothes on their back, and they have to, live in despair.
Me, I'm a Muslim African, and I absolutely don't think they should get
But
help.
why did you come up here talking about in Atlanta? This is Ask Africans One Question. You don't want us asking you no question without bringing up America?
We don't mind. We don't mind. Yeah, we can ask
Okay, well,
Africa.
thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out why the LGBT community is suffering over there on the continent.
Miss
And
Love,
that's
and
a serious issue
Miss Love,
that y'all need to worry about.
they seek asylum here because they're not protected in that country.
So once again, Frenchie, Be Safe, Manju, Franco, and Africa Reality. Is it one of you guys willing to be brave enough to take on the fight to push
Me as a person, I don't have issue with
the LGBT
yeah.
community agenda in your countries? They need
Uh,
help.
Me as a person, I don't have
You
issue
in
with.
the history books.
Me as a person, I don't have issue with them. I cannot have them around me, but I don't have issue with them. But I cannot push their
But
agenda.
why? Why you can't have them around you? Ain't that your brother and your sister?
I mean, if my brother, let me tell you, so if my brother is LGBTQ, that's the end of our brotherhood, our
Oh
familyhood.
Lord. What about you,
Oh,
Franco?
even if it's your blood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, even me. Even if it's
So
my
it's
son.
homophobia going on,
Even
I
if
see
it's
on
my
this
son, I
panel.
will I
No,
will not
and
have that.
ma'am, I don't have issue with them. Don't get me wrong. I just cannot. It's not gonna be in my household. No, it
So
cannot.
you would disown your son too?
Yes, sir.
Africa?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
those
Yes,
100%.
people, so
yes.
those people are over there. Not only do they get the alphabet, they're over there sick without resources and without medication. So they get to unalive by themselves because it's something that you don't agree with. Instead of trying to help them and support them, they're not going to stop doing it. So, it's not stopping the spread from happening, and they're taking sometimes this over to women, and now everybody's just gonna unalive and
And
nobody's gonna
babies
listen.
and
No,
babies
Yeah,
being
that's
born
that.
out of
I'm
that.
telling you it's
madam,
oh no.
Calm
madam.
down.
First
So
of us, in America
all
too.
y'all in the same bucket of y'all would disown your son if he was LGBT.
Africans are extreme
Yes.
conservative. That's
We
what I'm
want. We
saying.
want our
African.
sons.
I know you said yes, Africa. You said red.
We want
Yes,
our sons to be masculine men, real masculine.
okay. I got to know from you, Manju. That's a no from you too, Franco. Is that a no from y'all too?
No for
No,
me.
like I said, I've got gay in my family.
But
Okay,
would you disown your son
would I dis?
or your daughter too?
No, 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 no. I wouldn't do that. No, no. I would never disown my kids if anything happens to be gay. I've got a gay nephew.
Okay,
Shout out to
Franco.
you, Manju.
Franco.
Yeah, I can never disown my kids, no matter what. No.
At least y'all have a heart. These other three,
Ask
they
me the
don't give a
question.
damn.
No,
They
that
Ask
that
me the
that
question,
disown.
white,
bro.
that white. First of us,
Ask me the question.
first of us.
But
That's your child.
the main ones that try to act all masculine like that are the ones that be doing this shit. Excuse
No,
my French.
no.
They
Hey,
the main
American,
ones that try to do it. And they're the
Americans,
ones that's
man,
I don't
undercover.
know.
come find out that I
Look,
love
so
women. You
y'all
come
would
find
disown
out.
your
I'll
daughters
try
too.
on you. I'll try on you. Can you come find out
Would
if I
you
like
disown your
women or
daughter
not?
too? Be safe.
No, no. I mean, as I said, that white. Someone else can
Hold
put
on,
their
because I know
agenda.
y'all fickety.
Hold on. That white, that white. Hold on.
Y'all choose
That
different
white.
for
Hold
race
on.
on sexuality too. So would you do your daughter too like that?
Good. So what? I would kick her out.
African reality.
That's the
Do
reality.
do what? What? What
I
you
Would you
would
say?
disown
disown
your
my
daughter
daughter.
if she was LGBTQ too?
Someone's
I
muting me. What the heck? I'm answering.
Cause I'm talking to Africa reality. Your name is Be Safe.
that white. One
So
thing
would you do no just say yes or no. Would you do your daughter the same way you would treat your son if he was gay? You'll disown her.
Again, I don't have an issue with them, but it's not gonna be my daughter. I'm sorry.
Okay, at least you keep it across the board. You kicking both of their ass out.
Yeah, yeah,
French,
yeah, 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 yeah.
Why
would
you
you do your
refuse to
daughter?
ask me the African?
Be safe. Okay, would you kick out your daughter too? Would you disown her too?
Absolutely, and a lot of your community members are GAY.
Okay, we know you're a heartless bastard.
Hold on, the black. Be safe. We talking about Africans. You see, we gonna keep the focus on y'all. We talk about us all day, every other day. Tonight we talking about Africans. Okay.
Fair enough. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. All
So,
right.
Frenchie,
Anybody else got a different question?
does it apply to you too, Frenchie? Your
Oh,
daughter too? I mean, French.
somebody sound underwater.
This is why we can't unite with these Africans, because if they don't
Yeah, when they
protect
talk, somebody talk. So
if they
hi,
don't
Joyce.
protect their people, especially in that community, how do they expect to unite with us? And we're full of LGBT in America.
Is it all black America that support LGBTQ?
Absolutely, I'm a part of the community.
All Americans, all black Americans.
We coexist with that. That's our community. We still gonna love is love. We still gonna love them the same way.
We
Respect each
sure
other.
are. We sure
So why
are.
do
We love
Trump?
them
Why
and
do
we
Trump?
support them.
We
We
Why
don't
sure
do
do.
outcast them.
Why do Trump said in America is only male and
LGBTQ.
female? Why do Trump say that when he assume office?
What does that have to do with the fact
No,
that
no,
they are in
it
the
is.
rainbow community? That has
Again,
nothing to do with it. We still
our,
love them.
our LGBTQ issues are on another level that y'all can't comprehend or understand. Y'all still living in an uncivilized, barbaric type of way when it comes down to how y'all treat your LGBTQ people, just like y'all treat them albino folks.
Can you explain
Y'all hunt them
LGBTQ?
down
Can you
like
explain
they
it? Explain
animals.
LGBTQ.
Yeah, y'all hunt them down like animals, or y'all ostracize them, and you are violent towards these individuals. You have situations where you might have some lovers quarrel or a little DL person don't want to get exposed, or know what I'm saying, all those type of incidents in America, but that can't compare to how y'all on a continent treat the LGBTQ community. All of y'all just gave y'all testimony on how y'all would give up even your own child if they was that. So like, no, we
To lie
different.
to you? Do you want me to lie to you?
But you don't, do you consider them human beings that need
Yes,
love
I do.
too?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay, so why would you ostracize um and outcast your own family and your own people?
Okay, let me explain my point of view where I'm coming from. Okay, I said I don't have issue with them, but it's not gonna be in
Hold
my own
on,
vicinity.
fully black African. Come up here. I would love for you
Do
to
you
join the
understand?
discussion. Come up here, fully
So
black
I
African.
I condemn
I'll drop
anybody
down.
that.
Fully black African. Grab a mic. Let's add to the conversation. Come on up here.
As I
Double
said, I
justice on that too.
condemn any harm against LGBTQ, but I'm just not in support of it. That's what I said. So I didn't say anything bad about them or to someone to hurt them. No, I condemn it again.
So would you support they own like they own little state or little country where they can be safe
If
and
they
be
can
amongst
get
each
it,
other?
if they can get it, sure. But I just won't support them around me. That's all I said.
Would all y'all support like a LGBTQ country in Africa where they can at least be safe?
Uh, on.
You
I,
gave your answer. I want to know the rest of their
uh,
answer. Like, would y'all all support at least that LGBTQ state, Manju,
I
Franco?
would. I would support it.
Well, where
That's
they can
not
at least be alone and to themselves and they can live safe.
I would support it. I would support it definitely. And you know what? A lot of Americans would come to that country to get have some fun.
I know it. Franco, I mean
I
Frenchie,
don't
would you?
think they're unsafe. That was
Hey,
back in the
White
day.
Tia love that.
They're not unsafe. They're very safe. But it's
The
The
just that
white,
it's
YT
the
will,
black,
illegal.
black people would also love that. Come on, let's
yeah,
be
the
honest.
YT will stop abusing y'all and give y'all better deals on the global stage.
They'll hook that piece of property up for the LGBT community. It'll be better than South Africa, better than Ghana. They'll have everything.
Pull up to the bumper. Huh?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
sure would. Everybody will be
So
getting. They sure would.
Frenchie,
I don't
you
understand.
you said
They'll
Everybody would
yes or
get
bust it
no?
open for some real ones.
Right, Frenchie, yes or no?
Exactly.
Franco, yes or no? Manju.
Yeah, ask me your question again because it was too many people talking.
Well, would you support? Would you at least support like a LGBTQ country in Africa where all the them people can go to one country and be safe and not fear for harm? There'd be like a safe haven for them in Africa,
And can't
their own
nobody
country.
migrate to it. Once it's all said and built up and everything they got, can't nobody immigrate to there.
Yeah,
I wonder what would the slogan be? Pull up to the bumper.
yeah.
I got
Bussy
no
land.
problem. Like I said, I've got no problem with
It'll
it.
be
You
Bussy
know,
town.
there
Yeah.
you go. I've got.
Busganda.
There you go,
Bussy.
Titi.
Busganda.
First of all,
No, I'm joking.
first of
Franco,
all,
But y'all
would
got
you
to treat
support
them people better.
African
Franco?
reaction always want to respond, so I don't even have a space to talk. You always
Go
want to
go go
intervene.
go on, Frenchie. So
All
would
right.
you support Busganda?
Okay. That's not our culture. Again, they are not unsafe. They're very safe. I don't know where you guys get that from. It was back in the day. Yes, they used to be on alive and all that, but right now we don't. They don't get on alive. It's just they get jail time. That's not our culture. No, I will not support that.
Can't support at least they own little safe little country
Nah, it's not my
where they
culture.
can at
Hell
least
no.
mind their little business. A little
Nah,
Busganda.
nah.
Franco, would you at least support Busganda?
What's the name of it? Buscan.
Busganda.
No,
Man,
I
you're
would
killing me,
not.
man.
Okay, y'all, that was funny, the black. Okay, y'all, so here's another question that I have. And it's going to go to Be Safe. Be Safe. What do you think the biggest issue is with what do you think the biggest issue some Africans that come over here from the continent, what you think the biggest issue they have with Black Americans is? And also, what type of propaganda what do y'all see about Black Americans over there in on the continent? What are they saying about us over there?
Do you want me to be honest, or do you want me
Yeah,
to
yeah, I
like
want you to be honest. This is Ask Africans
the
segment.
first part? The first part to answer your question. I'm from North Sudan. They always be chasing after
Oh, Myron
my
Gaines. You a Myron
yeah.
Gaines,
They
huh?
always be chasing Black American men. Always be chasing after our sisters because they're colorists and they're also very futurist. Like they don't like women of their own community. That's one main thing I hate. Love your own women at the end of the day. Stop chasing after my sisters.
HATE. I love TikTok shop.
H A
Thank you.
T E.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I love TikTok shop. Yeah, but just HATE, their own women, but chasing after these light skinned Sudanese women with with wavy straight hair and straight noses. This is not cool. Love your women, whether they're dark skinned, whether they're light skinned, whether they're anything. That's your women at the end of the day. Sudanese women are my women. So that's my main thing with me is they're always chasing after my sisters.
Well,
Always
they
chasing
do.
after.
Black Americans do like women with large heads.
No, it's not
No
that.
Tweety
It's
Bird
their
head
features.
girl with no
No,
no
it's
bead on
features.
her
No,
head.
love. Let's be honest. They're always talking about how beautiful Ethiopian women are compared to their own women. Like they're color
Rare.
struck. They're color struck. A lot of these guys. Let's be honest. Even Tyler Perry, who's a billionaire, got himself an Ethiopian woman. Why? He could have got women from his community, but he tried to get a woman from Ethiopia. Yeah, he got her not from Washington D.C., but from Ethiopia. Why couldn't he find a woman in his own community? Instead, he went to all the way to Ethiopia to get a woman. This is Tyler Perry, for God's sakes.
Those y'all women are cheap out there,
No,
unfortunately.
no, and this is what I mean. They also disrespect our women by calling them cheap and stuff like that. That's another bone
They
to
are
pick.
like
Look,
y'all gotta
be
be.
safe though. Be safe. You got to think about it. Coming from a Black American, right? Y'all telling us y'all give people a cow for your woman. That's what we would call cheap.
But
I'm out there with
love,
$100 getting our groove
love. The
on.
thing is, the thing is, love. Their own women. They're not marrying their own women or committing to them, but they commit to an African woman right away.
But
Why?
some of
Because
them,
that.
it's quite a few. Everybody ain't single. Be safe. Okay, go ahead. Because remember, the focus is
Okay.
as
The last
Africans.
question.
No,
The last question. I'm gonna answer the last question.
yeah.
A lot of propaganda is being pushed to us when it comes to Black Americans. You know, before Africans even immigrate, they're taught these guys are like they're poor, they don't study hard, work hard, they're lazy, stuff like that. They're like they will rob you and stuff like that. So that's the negative and things that are being taught instead of saying, hey, maybe this is
But who teaching
propaganda.
y'all that? Who teaching that?
It's basically you're a white tees who does that.
White tea. Where they
Yeah.
teach y'all that at?
Huh?
Where do
Their
they teach?
centers, their education. Like there's schools that are basically that are funded by white tees and it's taught there. And also not only that, the immigration office when they're trying to go to America and stuff like that, they're taught this. The immigration officer said, "Watch out for these people. Try to assimilate into the white tea community."
So they specifically say, watch out for Black Americans.
Yeah, they do.
Is
I
that what
remember.
y'all experience, mind you?
That's false. That's
No,
false right there.
that's not true. That's
That's
a
not true.
lie.
But let me put some light on that. I think what he's talking about is that the refugee countries, the Somalis, the Ethiopians, the Eritreans, and maybe some Sudanese, they are refugees, and you have to understand that when they coming over to the states,
So
they
wait a
have.
minute, Taylor. So you
Yeah.
mean to tell me they telling refugees that
Hold on,
about us?
I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this.
Go ahead.
You have to remember that they have this Catholic sponsors, the white tea sponsors. So when they come to the states, they have this white sponsors. So they adopt them or they sponsor them to come over to the states. So what do you expect from a black person that is sponsored by a white organization to come to the states? You understand that?
What do
So
you
it's
mean what we expect? We expect
come on,
y'all not to believe that?
come on. This a 4 or 5 year old kid coming to the states. That's not me. I'm West African, but I'm telling you a whole story about the refugee countries. But mostly every other region outside of that, the East Africans, the West Africans, and some South Africans, we come for school, so we are not told that at all. But it's the refugee ones that are sponsored by the white organizations that are told that by their white sponsors here in the US. So what do you expect a 5 year old kid that is sponsored by a white organization and by a white family? You understand that? The white family is gonna tell them to stay away from them black people. We know how them white people be. That is the mindset right there. That I need
Taylor, we heard these things from whole people who came over here with their families, not just Ethiopians and Sudanese people.
I promise you, the only time we as West Africans, like every other African, have had this shit from them, the refugee Africans, is because of the sponsors. We never had it in my life before, and you can ask anybody else.
My
I
situ-
came here, I
So
came here
are those
understood it.
sponsors regular households or is that an
Yeah,
organization?
so it's like a white. It's mostly like a white organizations that go to these refugee countries and sponsor them and put them in
But
white
they don't tell them
households.
to stay away from the white Americans because they do X, Y, and Z.
This are white organizations.
I know, so they ain't saying nothing about stay away
Why?
from the white people.
You know, come on. Why are we going around the circle? You know how the white people be?
Well,
Um,
well, yeah, yeah,
okay,
we don't have that.
Go
Can I
ahead,
answer, please?
American. You got a question?
I've got a different take.
Two after you.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
You
ahead.
see,
Go ahead,
you see,
Manju.
okay.
You see, the house I grew up in Liberia, West Africa.
Hold on, Manju. Hold on. Game changer.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on. Game changer.
Yes.
You said why I'm so slow with the request.
Uh, yeah, because I requested multiple times before. Like, I waited so long, I needed to scroll.
Absolutely. What you think? You get first priority over other people in the queue?
No, actually, there was no other people, basically.
Oh, and then you want to come up here and put that dude up here like we don't know
Yeah,
him? So what
why
you
don't
want
you
to
guys
be
do anything
racist?
about him? Like,
You want to be racist?
you
What
talk
do
so
you
tough
want?
towards,
What do
you
you
talk,
want?
yeah, so
What
let
do
me tell
you
you.
want? You see, this is the kind of African we got. Do y'all know who this man is on his
Let me
picture?
explain.
Let me
I
educate the
know him.
room
No,
who
let me
that
tell you.
is. Let me educate the room on who this African got up here on his profile. This is the man that goes around and try to incite violence against Black Americans. He walks up to random Black Americans on the street and call them the N word with the hard R to get them to respond so he can either unalive them or get them arrested. This is the kind of Africans we got to deal with in the United States of America.
I'm not in the USA.
I don't give
So,
a fuck.
basically, you guys are always talking against Africans, but when it comes to these people, you guys have nothing to say. You act, not you, not you specifically.
Yes.
Can you give my take on that, please?
So can I talk?
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my experience was a lot different because the house I grew up in as a kid, they had a subscription to Jet magazine, Ebony magazine, and I used to like reading as a kid. So I knew Black American history in and out. And when I left Liberia, I didn't come straight to the United States. I went to England for school, and then after graduation, I came to the United States. So I was pretty, well formed in terms of information about the Black struggle and all that. So I didn't have that issue. I remember I stopped with an aunt, and she was telling me, well, these Black Americans don't like us. And I was like, oh,
Wait
but
a
I
minute,
don't
hold
think.
on. Avis, 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 come off mute. Avis, can you unmute yourself? Okay, weirder and weirder. Go ahead, Manju.
Yeah, so I happened to, spend some time when I first came to the States. Spent some time with an aunt and uncle, and she was telling me, "Oh, these Black Americans don't like us, so you have to watch out." But that
Hold
did,
on, Franco and Africa Reality, y'all been up here the longest. I'm gonna rotate y'all down. Y'all can come back in the queue though, so we can get some Black Americans up here or somebody else up here who want to ask y'all questions.
yeah.
Hey,
What's up? How you doing?
But
I'm doing good.
That's good. That's good.
And also, okay, go ahead, Manju.
well,
Wrap it up for me. You
yeah, yeah.
welcome, Franco.
She was telling me, well, these Black Americans don't like us, but she really didn't know my background. And in no time, I had my Black American girlfriends one after another, and she just gave up on that spiel. It didn't work out.
You ain't had none one after another.
No, well, I left North Carolina, moved to California, and now I'm in Nevada. So yeah. So long story short, that refugee dictate that the two gentlemen speaking about, I really never had that experience. I think it's a new experience, especially refugees that are just coming to the United States. But I've been here, most of my life. So there we
Okay,
go.
hold on. Teflon, you got a question you wanna ask the Africans?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Um, okay, like I believe that y'all are reasonably intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that you understand, that we are people who just said enough is enough. You know our history. You know we embraced you first. You know who drew first blood in this, so-called beef of ours. And all we're saying is like, yo, enough's enough, man. We're over here, y'all stay over there. And that doesn't seem to like sink in, because the correct thing to do is say, okay, I understand, and fall back. Why won't y'all do that?
What you mean fall back though?
Fall back, like stop trying to, make us African. Stop trying to unite with us or tell us that we need to unite. Because we see that we're the only ones that that's happening to. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing that to anyone else.
But Teflon,
Let me.
I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here.
Mhm.
It's some Black Americans / African Americans who don't want to delineate with Africans. So, I feel like, we got a separate fight. Like you got some people who want to unite with Africans and then you got other people. So we can't say everybody want them to leave us alone because everybody don't. That's just the reality. Everybody don't feel the same way.
Well, eventually they'll learn. I mean, these are
Yeah.
people who can't get along
What?
with themselves over on the continent. Now, what makes us so special that they want to reach over here and have all this brotherhood?
Hold on. Let me answer that. Let me answer that question real quick. Let me answer this question real quick. I think
Mhm.
over the past years, we've realized that we can only align with who wants to align with us, and we have understood that the FBAs do not represent the entire Black Americans or the entire African Americans, and we understand the boundaries of the FBAs, and I feel every reasonable African should respect the boundaries and give them the space and not try to force onto them the story of unity. We are aligned with our African American allies. We are aligned with our African American brothers and sisters. They are with us, and some of them actually right now stay in Africa. You understand? We understand that
Yeah,
that
how's
group.
that going for them?
Hold on, they're doing great. I promise you. I can give you some names right now that you can look up and you will understand. But that's not the issue. The issue is, I'm back to your question. I agree with you. We are supposed to understanding the boundaries and give some space. You understand me? And align with only the group that aligns with us. That's why I tried to tell some of my African brothers, you don't force the identity, you don't force to be unified with a group that doesn't want to unify with you. You leave them
Okay.
alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hold
you
on.
understand?
Tether, welcome back. You got a question? You want to ask the Africans a question?
It'll be difficult for me to ask myself a question. You know what I mean? Because I understand that we
No, we
all
talking about
Africans.
continental Africans.
Well,
That's no difference though.
that's what I'm saying.
You
Like
know what I'm saying?
we all Africans, so it'll be
We are
difficult to
Africans,
just.
that's no difference.
So
I'm not an African.
yeah, all right, if you think so, but
I'm a Black American.
that
Exactly. We know
black
the difference. Tell
that
us what
black is what
African
makes
you
us
know.
African. But here's what I would say: if I'm going to ask a question, I'm going to ask all my African brother Teo right here, my African brothers and sisters that might be in the chat. I'm gonna ask you, what do you think we need to do about these lost ninjas that call themselves foundational Black Americans? And
Y'all can't answer that because tonight, as you know, I hold these panels, and every night, no, every night is ask Black Americans why we this, why we that, all the questions you can think about. So tonight we want to do something different. And I've never done this before. So we want to keep the focus on the continent. It's ask Africans one question. We don't want to talk about Black Americans / FBA, the United States,
okay. So
Mexico.
let me remove y'all from the equation.
Thank you. Can we get a
So
break?
yeah,
Hell.
you could get a little bit of a break. I'm gonna do that for you, just for you. So I'm gonna ask my African brothers on the panel, like Taya and my Africans in the chat. What should we do amongst each other to draw that line in the sand and separate ourselves from anything outside of us? Not calling no names. How about that? Is that okay? Can I ask that?
Absolutely.
I think the first step is identifying where the virus is. You can't heal until you find you find the
Yeah.
virus. Yeah, you have to. The first step is identifying the virus that we have as Black people. You understand me? As Africans, so you have to find the virus first,
Hey
then
Van,
then
welcome.
cut it out. I think that's the first step. That's my
Gotta
thing.
we gotta eliminate that cancer.
Yeah. First. Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta cut it out.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. They don't.
It's
It's
So,
just
let me ask you something then, since you want to eliminate the cancer and cut it out. Let me ask you this question. We was just having a discussion here about underage marriage and how one of the other panelists was telling us that over there, if they see a bride that's underage, like 15, 14, what they do is the man will go to the parents, give them a cow or some chickens, and then he wait till the girl is 18, which we all know is definitely underage child brides over there. But then he marry her. You agree with that?
I don't agree with no underage marriage, and I don't agree with nobody looking at underage people. But there's no buts to justify nothing. But this whole giving somebody a chicken and a cow thing, that's not
That's what
how
they said.
that's not how bride prices is simply working a
The
chicken and a
dowry,
cow.
that's what they just said up here and said.
Well,
Let me let me
Wait a
introduce.
minute, Taylor, hold on. And also, Tether, we had also asked the question, why is young girls over there walking down the street? Because I know you got daughters. Why is young girls over there walking down the street with no bra and no shirt on? And one guy said it's because of poverty, and then another one said that it's cultural.
Well, who that? I don't know nobody who do that. I don't know nobody who do that. But listen, I don't know what's going on in places that I don't know about. You
But
feel
you
me?
a tether.
But I
You the
mean,
super pan African. You don't
I'm
know
just
about none
saying
of this.
they don't get down. They don't do that with the people I know. I know people and they don't do that. You feel me? When
I'm
they when they
sorry. They're still
when
doing.
they
I'm
show
sorry.
me, hold
I'm
on, let me
sorry. Can
land.
I hold on? Let me
Let me
say
land.
something real quick. They're
Can I
doing it,
land,
and
please? Can
they're
I
doing
Hold
it,
on,
please?
she
and
a my AA. Hold on, give her some grace. Go ahead,
they're
American.
doing it in Nigeria right now. My best friend has been traveling there for the last 7 years, and those little girls are still walking around without shirts on in
I don't
2026.
know nobody in
And
Nigeria
I'm
who's doing
Nigerian.
that.
I'm Nigerian. And that's a big ass lie. Big
That's what I'm
ass
saying. I
lie.
don't know a
Like
Nigerian
you
that's
think
doing that.
Okay,
I
you
promise you.
Nigerian, Taylor. Hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm
Can
Nigerian,
you
and
tell us then? Is it religious or cultural? What's the name of that festival y'all just had? Is that more religious or cultural? Like, how does that
You
happen?
do know that's not a great festival, right? That's
What
not a
exactly.
is
great
it?
festival.
What
Do you
is
want me to
it?
go in
A
there? Do you want me to go?
fertility festival, right?
Yeah, they
Yes.
what it is, those deities that they have,
Wait
they
a minute, AA. Let them answer. Go ahead, Taylor.
Okay.
Hey, it's African too. We can answer that
No,
question.
no.
I
I
know,
want
like,
y'all.
see,
I
that's what I'm
want
saying. I don't know what
no.
she talk about in
You can't
Nigeria
be
because that don't
everything.
happen.
No, Taylor, can you
Oh my
answer that
god.
question?
Okay, let me
What
let me
what
let.
what was happening over there? What was happening to
Oh
them women and kids and
no
young
no no
people
no.
over
This
there?
is this is where misinformation comes out
Okay, well
because
tell us the right information.
yeah. I'm gonna break it down. The festival in itself is a like you said what the festival was. It's a fertility festival. So the couples that having problems having kids go and have prayers for some set days. But on their way out from the festival in the African culture, they sometimes come out with the masquerade. And in African culture, when the masquerade comes out, most times it is escorted by a group of men. Okay? But unfortunately, that day, some man from another city came to that town and tried to walk down with the masquerade and hijacked the festival. So it's just a group of hoodlums trying to
It was
hijack the festival.
what you call
Oh,
a group? 10?
no. Like I
Howie,
said,
don't do that.
I
Don't
said
do that.
hoodlums. I repeat again, hoodlums from
Cause
another city.
can I
They
say
didn't
something to
understand.
you?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cause what they do, right? They made women won't be out at doing that parade, doing that
Why
masquerade
not?
that you're
Why they
talking about.
can't be out like any other
They
day?
can't.
That's our culture.
Yeah, they can't see. So men will tell them to go back inside if they see them, stuff like that. They might say it in a way that's like, yo, go back in that house, like kind of like you
But
verbally
why they can't go outside?
scolding them because they can't. They're not supposed to
That's
see
the
the
culture.
deities. They're not.
Why would you?
Yeah, they're not supposed to look at the deities and so forth like that. Right,
Get a
Taya? Am I
fertility
correct?
Exactly. I don't
So
festival.
understand. You see. Sometimes
How
that's
you
a
gonna
problem
have
we
a
have.
fertility festival with
hold
no
on,
women
bruh.
involved?
Hold on, bruh.
Man.
Bruh. Let
Jeez.
us talk about this. We know what we talking
Yeah.
about. He know
Uh-uh,
more than
hey,
me.
you
You
ain't
don't know
supposed to
nothing.
be. You ain't supposed. You here at. You ain't here as an African. You ain't
I,
not here as
I
an
thought as an
African.
African though. I don't know what
I'm
y'all
an
talking about.
African.
You're
Yeah, hold
African.
on. Be
I'm
quiet.
when
Tayer,
festivals like that is going on, I'm in tune with people
Tayer.
in Africa that's in the
Yeah.
house respecting the
How is it a
festival. They are
fertility?
literally
How
in
is
the
it a
house. You get
fertility?
Hold
me?
on. Let
So I
my
Hold on,
know.
mod
hold on.
Mister ask a question. He just got
Oh,
up
How?
it's
here.
a
Go
mod
ahead,
too, man.
Mister.
You got some
Thank you.
questionable mods up here.
Yeah, no, sir. It's okay. I can ask a question, man. It's all right. How is it a fertility festival, and y'all shooing all the women away? You know, it's just a bunch of guys around doing what at this
What?
fertility?
You
What is
don't
the
you
point?
don't you
You see
don't understand.
that's
Hey,
the
hey,
problem
come
we have.
on now. You can't put the cape on. This is Ask Africans questions, not Ask Pan African / Black American, African American. Come on now. This is not for y'all either. We want to talk to the Africans like they talk to us every night. They don't need your help, AA.
I'm
I
one of
know it's
them.
hard for you to sit
I'm one
back
of
and hear
them.
this. I don't care,
But
AA.
yeah,
We
but it's
still
one of
not a
hey,
continental African. Go ahead, mister.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what is the purpose if okay, it's a fertility festival, all right, and but the women are not allowed to be outside. It's just the guys, being around. Well, what is the purpose of it then? I'm trying to figure this out.
okay, let me break it down for you like this because I think the problem now is that we have a communication gap between and I think it's on purpose though. We have a communication gap between we Africans and some Black Americans, and you should try understand our culture before you come criticizing it like you're a white man. You understand me?
Okay,
Because
answer the question,
yeah,
Taylor, because
I'm
this
going
ain't
so
got nothing to do with us. We didn't have the
I'm going so
fertility
because
festival.
the way you
That's
asked the
y'all.
question, you asked the question like a white man. But I'm going to answer the question now. The answer to the question is that there's some deities in Africa. There's some masquerade deities in Africa that women and young kids are not supposed to look at them. That's how it is. That's our culture. There's some deities
So
that
that
and
so that
masquerade.
festival is y'all culture then, right?
No. Hold on. Don't misconstrue my words.
I explained to you that when the men that are coming from the fertility prayers are coming out, they come out with a deity. And that deity, that masquerade, is not meant to be looked at or seen by women and young kids. Simple.
Exactly,
Simple.
exactly.
That's how simple
And
it is.
if you know that women respect that. They stay in the house at that time of that. So
Hey,
what
Tether.
what?
Hey, Tether. Shout out to you, but I don't think you gonna let us have this conversation I'm trying to have.
Nah, I'm listen, I'm up here with my people. What you talking about? Tay
I
is
know,
my
but
So
people.
Taylor,
this is for continental Africans, okay?
Miss Love.
I ain't telling it's an African. I don't know
So
what y'all
Taylor,
talking about.
let me
just
Taylor,
say something.
when does the fertility part come in now? Since they can't come outside because there
No,
are
no, no.
things they can't look at.
This is where no, I
Where
understand
does
it.
the concept of
They
fertility have to
already
manifest?
had the prayers, and they already had the prayers. They were coming out from the prayers. Do you understand?
No, I don't.
Okay, let's say for example, you go
Okay, hold on. I gotta switch you out with a real continental African, okay? Enjoy the show.
You a hater, huh? You a hater
Enjoy
tonight.
no, I'm not. Shout out to
Say
you.
it.
But you enjoy the show,
Hey,
A
you see what's going
A.
on?
I see, I see, I see, I
All
see.
right.
I never
Go ahead, y'all.
That was rude, though.
No, AA okay with me, but we don't need him up here with the cape on. He gonna cape all show. So go ahead.
That's our brother, though. Shit.
Yeah, shout out to AA Tether. Go ahead, Mister. We still trying to figure out where the fertility coming in at.
Right. I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure this out. So all y'all do is just pray for fertility
Okay,
without the
let, let,
women
let, let
around?
me let
Hey,
me
Miss
explain it
Love, you
this
didn't
way.
ask about FGM. That's what I'm wondering why.
Well, I
Let
Cause
me.
I
have my
really don't
own
like to talk
question.
as a woman. I don't like to, that is so. If I go there, I might get triggered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I
Okay, I'm
kind of
sorry.
don't want to stay. I
Can
don't
I
want to
Right.
help?
go
Can I help
that.
out?
My bad.
Yeah, go ahead across Liberia.
Okay.
Welcome.
So, for me, I'm a highly traditional person, which I understand almost 99% of the culture in Africa. So, it's a both side, right? So we have something they call porous society and standard society. So if a man devil come in the town, all the women in the all the women go in the room or in the house. And they also have some women that are born both sides, can be outside. They have some female that have male part and female part. For them, they don't go in the house. They don't go
Wait a
in the
minute.
house.
You
They
say
stay
they
out.
got male part and female part,
Yes, they
like
have people who.
hermaphrodite. What you call them?
Yeah, yeah,
Hermaphrodite.
yeah. In America,
Hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodites.
Oh,
yeah,
y'all got them over there in Nigeria.
Yeah, we
yeah.
got them all
So
over the world. What are you talking
yeah,
I
about?
know.
We
I'm
so
got
saying
them.
it's like a lot.
No, no, it's not a
no,
lot.
not a lot. These are special people in the society.
Do
It
y'all
come to the
treat them
culture.
good?
Oh yeah, they are. It come to the culture. They are more powerful one.
What, the
Yes,
hermaphrodites?
yeah, they are the more powerful. They go everywhere, both
So
sides.
what makes them different than the LGBTQ?
No, it come to because for them they come special with powers. They
I'm
come
saying,
with
but why
special.
the LGBTQ is not?
No, this have to do with culture, right? I don't want to say about. I don't want to talk about that,
He's
but
talking
I
about
want to.
spiritual powers.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute, I
we're
know,
talking
but
about.
if you can treat the hermaphrodite with love and care and respect,
We
why you
treat
can't
them
treat the
because.
LGBTQ with love and respect?
Okay, I want to talk about my culture.
Wait a minute, but hold on. Let me ask
Hold
you
on,
something.
Yeah.
hold on. Let me.
I'm just trying to get an understanding
Hold on.
here.
Let me.
So
Can
is
I
it
answer
the
that question?
part that hold on? Is it the part that they got both, you know what I mean, genitalias? Is that what make them special? Do y'all look at them like it's a miracle or something?
Okay, thank you. When they are born that way, before they even born, they will come with special message. Okay, before they can even born, at this point, no data, no X-ray, nothing, no EGK. They will come and tell you that I am this person coming and I need a well pill. And we will bring the adult, and that pregnant woman will start doing the work of that babies. every work that kid's supposed to do, that pregnant woman now will start going to both men's side and women's side until the child can be born. Until the child can be able to walk by themselves, then the woman will be out of the box. But that is a special treatment and special concentration that we do with our child and the mother.
Wait a minute, you
And
talking about the hermaphrodite still?
yeah, when you're pregnant with them, they will tell you. They
So
will come with a message.
which part of Liberia are you from? I'm from
I'm
Liberia
I'm
too.
I'm a kissy from Lofa.
Oh, okay. So that explains it.
Yeah,
So
we
y'all
the
get to
Mind
choose.
you,
Y'all get to
you didn't
choose
say,
who.
mind you, y'all got a lot of, like, because it must be quite a few over there because y'all got like this special
yeah.
thing. Is
I
this
want
something in the water or something over there that's making them come out like that?
so
Like I said, no, you flipping the script now. Don't do that. We
Who?
have them all over the world. It's simple as that.
Well, we don't
Man, we
typically
don't
come
got them
across
all
that
over the
over
world
there.
where we
So.
need special events
You
for them.
got,
I ain't never met one.
but there are hermaphrodites in the U.S. You don't come on. If y'all don't know, then say you
No,
don't know.
we're Black
so okay.
Americans. We're
So
saying that
let me
we've
explain
never
something to
really
you, all right?
seen it.
Let me explain
But
something to you. Let me make some
if
clarity, right? So
can I,
before we had nurses, before we got doctors, before even doctors and nurses seeing it, those people was the doctor. Those people was nurses. Before women bring the nurses and doctor. These are the people we used to call doctors and nurses. They used to make sure even the baby, you cannot get normal breath. We call them, they test your belly, they use the leaf, you will give normal breath. So before doctor, before nurses, these people was our doctors and nurses, which
You
is
talking
more
about the
deeper.
hermaphrodites still, right?
Huh?
I know,
Is
man.
you talking about
I
the
know.
hermaphrodites?
I know.
Yeah.
This is my
No,
first time I'm
yeah,
hearing this
we
though,
call
and I'm
them,
African.
in reality, we
I
call
am
them zoo.
shocked. I am
Miss
just
Love,
so
did you have
shocked
another
right now.
question?
I promise you, I'm African and never had this in my life before. I promise you.
Yes,
And,
because most
I'm
of
close to
you,
50. Yeah.
for me, I'm a highly traditional person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I
Yeah.
respect that. Yeah, I respect that. Yeah.
I'm like way 99% traditional.
But well,
Yes.
hold on, across. We're not. I don't think this panel is that highly in tune with the spirituality you're trying to talk
Yeah.
about. So,
No, it's not spiritual to know.
that's
Know
African
something. Yeah.
spirituality right there. You don't. We're
Yeah,
not. We're not.
you're going into too much details.
You're too deep
Even
for
me,
this panel.
I'm
Don't do that.
confused too.
Yes,
I'm
you're
from
right.
Yeah,
Liberia.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
No,
Just
right.
shut
you're
You're
it
not
down.
right.
Take it
going
down.
into too much
You're too
detail. It's
deep. No,
quite
y'all can get it.
fascinating if you ask me.
Y'all
I
can
had
get it.
no
It's just
clue it was that many, you know what I mean, hermaphrodites over there. So do they get married, the hermaphrodites?
Yeah, they can choose.
So what they choose?
It's their choice.
So they can either choose. So if it's a
it's
man,
not
Yeah.
the men.
so if it's a
It's
man,
the
if so,
dude.
okay, I guess you can't call
It's
it a
not the men.
man.
I'm American. I'm American. I would never marry a person with both genitals. I would never. If I see a dick in the pussy, my bad. Can I curse?
Oh no, you gotta go. No,
No.
you can't say that
Hey,
no more. I love TikTok shop. I love
can
TikTok
I
shop.
ask? Can I ask a
Okay.
question,
I
Melly?
won't
Yeah,
say
hold
that. I
on,
want to say that.
Scram.
I
Go
want to say
ahead.
that.
Okay, hold on. My
So
mom
so
wanna
so
talk. Hold on.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, mister.
Yeah. So what you're saying? These are special people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and they're treated as special by everybody, the whole population and everything over there. Okay,
Not by the
where
whole
can
population, by the cultural people.
by the cultural people? Okay,
Yeah.
so what positions do they hold? Are they chiefs or something like that? And where can I go and see this?
No, they are not chief.
And
We
wait,
call
how do
we
you
call
even
them.
know that they got both
Yeah,
of them?
we
How
call
y'all
them.
know
Most
Oh,
of
if they
them.
telling the truth?
Yeah,
I can't
most of
answer
them.
that, but I'm
Hold
not
on.
African, but I can definitely
Most
answer
of
that.
them can be herbalists. Most of them can be herbalists, or they can be a zoo. And zoo is somebody who heard all herbalists and who heard in every spiritual movement, whether day or light or night. So they can choose to be Habbatists, which they can heal. If anybody harm you, they will heal you. If people dream, they will interpret it. It's something going, is certain illness in the town. So somebody
Thank you,
missing,
American.
they will be able to
You have
locate
to
the person.
explain. You have to explain to them that a Zoe is a woman. It's the woman who's gonna be heading that, right?
Yeah, Zoe, both men and women can be Zoe.
Really?
Yeah, that why they have Poorer Society Zoe and Sano Society Zoe.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. I did have a question that was we kind of went down your line of questioning, love, but I did have one thing I wanted to ask them about whenever we get the chance.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, love?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, we ain't talking to you. Yeah, go ahead, Mister.
Love you. Okay, well I'll just go ahead. She's on mute, so I don't know if she's saying anything.
You can
My
go ahead.
my question. Thank you, American.
Mm.
My question, for Africans, I'm pretty sure people have talked about, the child marriages and stuff over there. My question is about the slavery that is happening over there. Okay, it is a big problem. It has always been a big problem, and it actually is the cause of the problems that we've had over here in America. And my question is, why don't you all care about the people over there who are enslaved? And if you do care, why don't you care enough to actually go and impose freedom over there and actually stop the culture of slavery? Because there are women who are and men who are selling their children off to other Africans and things like that. And there are practices of trading people for livestock, and y'all don't call it slavery, but that's what it is. So that's my question to y'all. Why don't y'all care about that? Is it a cultural thing? Do y'all just don't value freedom or things like that?
I'm a first of all push back on your narrative. You just spread out now. That you just did what I did. What I call now cherry picking. You just took some facts and intermixed it with a lot of lies. That's what you just did. Okay, because that part of you saying that the trade kids for livestock, that's a lie. Okay, but like I said, you're cherry picking, and the issue of slavery in Africa right now, I'm gonna point to Libya. That is where that is the country that's concerning for all of us right now, and there's a backstory to that. The backstory comes from when Gaddafi was overthrown. The Tuaregs took over Libya, and the Tuaregs, most of them are actually Arabs. Okay, and we know that the Arabs have a history of maltreating us Black Africans. So it is the Tuaregs and the Arabs that are coming into Black Africa and enslaving Black Africans. In Sudan, it's the Arabs. Okay, in Libya, it's the Arabs. So the fight is not is not African against African. It's Africans against Arabs because they are the group that are perpetuating this insane hate among Black Africans. So that hold on. So I'm going. Hold on. Let me land.
HATE.
Can I? Oh,
Love, I don't have mute powers no more. I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop.
Okay.
HATE, sir.
My bad.
Okay.
Okay. It's my bad. So that's the problem. So the slavery perpetuated in Libya and in Sudan is done by the Arabs, and we
That's
and I
very
think
disingenuous, sir.
Can I
that's
say
what it
something?
is
Can
because
I say something?
because
if
they're
you have
in
a count,
slavery.
no,
You're
that's a
putting
lie. I
slavery
disagree
on
with
the
you.
North
No,
African
no,
countries where
no.
the Arabs are. But
I'm
there is
telling you.
slavery in Ghana. There is
But
slavery in the
no, no, no,
Congo.
no. I'm
There's
going to debunk you.
slavery.
L-
There's
Can
slavery in Nigeria as well. I was speaking about what the Africans are doing to other
Can I answer,
Africans.
please?
But here's it. Even with that, the Arabs
You
and
should
everything.
have mute.
I should, but I think you might have to go in there and hit one of those switches for me, because it says I'm a mod, but I think something has changed since. Um, but yeah, my even with that, when you're talking about the Arabs and everything, y'all don't do anything about that neither. Y'all not fighting against it. As a matter of fact, there are sub-Saharan dark-skinned Africans who are facilitating the trade to those Arabs as well. So why aren't you guys addressing even that where the Arabs are doing?
Can I answer, please?
I don't
Uh,
understand what the motive of this is, yeah, but that's a lot of misinformation right there.
I mean, what's the misinformation? Are you
The
telling
mi-
me
the-
Africans don't
okay,
sell
hold on.
Africans into
No,
slavery?
no, like I said, it's the Arabs, but you're hell bent on pushing the narrative that it's black African. With
no,
the issue of the Ghana, hold on, of Ghana,
It is.
Nigeria,
It's
there's a
dark-skinned
difference.
Africans.
There's a difference between apprenticeship and slavery. Now I know the documentary you're talking about. We have a culture in Africa where young kids can go learn, be apprentice at a young age. They can go
What are
be
they learning
fishermen.
as an
They,
apprentice?
can- they can go learn being fishermen at a young age from like 10, 11,
Oh,
12.
Wait a minute, you
Yeah,
gotta go
yeah,
be an apprentice to learn how to fish.
yeah. You
be a
can go learn to
fisherman.
be. You can be. Yeah, it's called apprenticeship. You can go
the
be a
last
What
tailor.
skill.
about
Yes,
being
yes.
a miner? What about being
No, no, no.
working in the
I'm telling
mine?
you. I'm telling you the culture. At 10, 11,
That's
12, you
do
can
they
go
have
learn.
apprenticeship for working in mines too?
No, no, I don't know about that one. I'm telling you about the fishermen, the tailors, the plumbers, the electricians, the vulcanizers. At 10, 11, 12, they do apprenticeship. And when they get
Why
to like,
grown men ain't doing that?
yeah, they teach them the skills. So by the time they're 16,
No,
17,
I'm saying why
18,
you
Yeah.
need grown men? Why you
hold on.
need children?
I'm explaining. It's apprenticeship. You're under your boss.
So do
Okay,
they
so you
get
Yeah.
do it.
paid? Do those kids get paid for that?
100% get paid. 100% get paid.
Oh,
100% get
word?
paid.
How much?
Yeah, yeah, you go ask them. Go ask the
I
employer.
did. I asked them. They
Yeah,
don't get
yeah.
paid anything.
But my thing is that I don't know what I thought we were just having regular conversations. But if
The
We
only
is.
people.
We
the
asking
motive
African.
here, no,
Hold on.
Can
So
I
wait a
answer,
minute.
please? Can I
Hold
answer?
on,
yeah,
African reality. Let me get this straight here
yeah,
before we
yeah. But
move
I see the
on.
motive here. Y'all have
Hold
a different
on.
motive. No, I'm out.
Hold on. So let me get this straight. Black Americans can have panels and Africans come up here. He left and Africans come up here and ask us why we baby mamas, why we don't have power in our own country, why our men don't like us, and a plethora, a countless amount of other things. But you mean to tell me, people from the continent, we have one night where we get to ask Africans uncomfortable questions, fun questions. We asked a plethora of questions. And you mean to tell me y'all so easily triggered about facts about what goes on the continent, y'all can't even handle the conversation? Well, I'm not gonna say
I'm not
y'all.
triggered.
I'm gonna
Can I
say
answer,
him.
please?
I'm not gonna say y'all. I'm just gonna say him. Why he couldn't, hey cuz, why he couldn't handle this conversation. We take it, and y'all know I take it every night. I listen to these questions from y'all every single day. And I still come back and I don't run away.
And I
So,
want to clear up a few things here as well. There are children in those mines over there in the Congo and different places. And he was talking about Lake Volta over there in Ghana. Yeah, those you've had people admit that they made money and sold children and buy children and everything off of there on that lake, and they force children down there in the water. They force them to go down into the water to I don't know, loosen up a snag net or something like that, and sometimes they never return because they don't know how to swim. So we've seen documentaries and many documentaries on this. So this isn't me making this up. Okay, I'm not doing a YT talking point. It's not a narrative or nothing. This has been confirmed, and I just want to know what is it about Africans that when they hear about someone being in chattel slavery over there in Africa, that it doesn't really move them to do anything about it. That's my question.
Okay.
Can I say something? Can I come in? Our host, can I come in?
Yes.
Yeah. So, brother, your question is very relevant. And my grandfather used to tell me, if you're hungry and you're not admit you're hungry, nobody will give you food because you're pretending that you're not hungry, but you're hungry. This problem in Africa is something that is not hidden agenda. I remember in Morovia, a lady went in a village, remote area, and took 5 kids at the age of 5, brought them in the city, gave them, now send them to school, give them market to sell, and they were on the street and car have to hit toward them. So this thing happening, advantage, especially who have 75% uneducated and they want their children to be successful, and few or all that can speak little English or graduate from high school, we go in the village and fool them to take their kid to come and misuse them in the city in Africa. Yes, it's happening. Now, if those questions come, we should admit so we can get education and help them and be able to stop what is happening in Africa. I have a radio station. I have my own TV station. Every day I have thousands of this issue in my office. People coming to report, people coming to want me AA. I have to keep some confidential. I have to bring counselor to advise. There's a lot of things happening. So I will not sit here and any Africans come and pretend that these things are not happening. They are happening 199% in Africa, especially with kids 5 years, 6, 12. Kid at the age of 12 today, if you go to Liberia, 25% are pregnant at the age of 12, 13. And sometimes they are raped by their uncles, by their fathers, and because of poverty, injustice, nothing happened. Anybody challenge this, I have the documentary, I have record of those things that I fight. I can tell you people in jail that I use my money to fight some of these cases. So yes, it is happening. Brother, I don't have no answer, but our leader doing nothing. Liberia have freedom of information, freedom of speech. We have everything, but we are not using it. I don't know what to say, but yes, they are happening.
Okay,
Well,
Nothing to
across
justify.
Liberia. I just got one quick question, y'all, and then y'all can have it. So, is this cultural or
No,
religious?
it's
Like, why
wickedness.
is people like that over there?
It's wickedness, no culture about that. It's impunity. It's impunity. And those people should go through every consequences. But guess what? If
but
I
it's not
can
really frowned upon, is it?
come by again,
It's not really frowned upon over there.
yes,
Not really.
yes. And guess what? Like me, I have little, God bless me a little bit. So I have the ability to fight some of those cases, but I can do everything with thousands of people. You know, I can do it on my own with thousands of people. But yes, some are all fighting some of this, illegal activity and some of this impunity in the country. We're fighting it.
So
Nigeria doing it, Ghana doing it. We should agree to it.
Oh,
Yes.
so
hold
I had
on.
a
Go ahead,
oh,
American.
I had a quick question
And then
for him.
Chris. And
Okay,
then we're
so
going to
okay.
rotate the stage so we can have space for other people with questions. Go ahead.
Okay, so my question would be, by you having a child, how do you feel about a man basically preying on your child, looking at your child in a way where he's attracted to your child and approach you about marrying your minor child and waiting until she's 18 to marry her while she's a child. How do you feel about that?
For that, fortunately, it does have to come that, okay, thank you. That's again where we have poverty land, right? We have a female who have 4 kids, 5 kids, and she's a single mother, uneducated, have no job. All these kids literally 2-3 days can't get food to eat, or sometimes they have to struggle on their own to hunt and get food to eat. So now it's somebody who is financially strong, come to them, hey, I want your daughter, I will send them to school, I will make sure educate them, and then when they reach 18, and then they can marry my son, or they can marry this person, or have, then that person will be there instead of their child to be suffering and, nothing good come out of them. I better give them to this person to send them to school so that they can be educated.
Yeah, but I
Because,
said you personally. So if
yeah,
someone did that to your child, you personally, how would you feel about that?
for me, I will feel very unfair. I will feel very bad, and I believe nobody will come to me. This thing happened to people who less fortunate, people who can afford, but nobody. I had 3 girls. Nobody will come to them. And the car take them to school, car bring them home. They have everything. Nobody, no,
So
even
you're
to, yeah.
saying, so I'm sorry. So are you saying you're okay with that happening to your children,
He
or
said
are
No,
you
no.
not
He said
okay?
he's not okay with that. He said that that's
Okay.
a
I say no.
scenario where people are in extreme poverty situations, and I guess
Okay.
they I guess they hear you, Darren. Hold
Okay.
on.
Thank
What is
you.
all that? You're
Yeah.
welcome. Hold on, Africa Reality. Okay, Chris, you had a question?
Yes, ma'am, I did have a question. I'm not sure if they are aware, but TMZ reported that Nick Cannon, he was scammed by an African, right? He had him as a manager, and they said that he scammed him for almost $2 million. So I was wondering, like, can y'all speak to that type of stuff? Like,
Yes.
if black,
Yes, I
if
watched
black
that
Americans.
documentary.
Can
It come to
I?
that, yeah. I watched that documentary. It happened, especially with gold, what have you. But guess what, brother? Let all understand. We have people who do the same thing everywhere. That's a universal. It's not just Africa. Yeah.
You didn't let me finish, sir. So I was also going to say that here in America, we can hold them people accountable, but if you go to a sovereign nation, then we can't hold you accountable for what it is you stolen. So, like, how do we bridge the gap on that?
So
You
this
know,
is
because
what
if
happened.
it happens in America, they can be held accountable for it. But if an African does that and scams us and goes back to Africa, he's in a sovereign nation. So, like, how does that work?
Yeah. So this is what happened, right? Like me, I'm an American citizen, right? And I live in Liberia. If I really want to be an evil or bad person, let me just say I work in the government and be able to steal maybe 10, 50 million, 100 millions. There's a law protect me as an American citizen. If I flew from Liberia and come back to America, Liberia will not come after me. So most of the time, these people, they have privilege, they have green card, they have some start off in a Western country. When they do this thing, they flew out of the country, they come on the side. But yes, they can hold them accountable if they are in a country. But their financial startup, they will do some of these things and flew out of the country and come back to the Western country, and then they stay. But if they stay in Ghana and Liberia, so they treat them very bad. Believe me. Yes, citizens will go after them. We journalists will go after them. We will.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Hold
From
on,
you said,
Yeah.
Franco, and mind you, no,
Can
not
I
mind you,
answer,
but
please?
Franco, I'm going to rotate the stage. Thank you for coming
I
up
just
and
wanted to answer that question before I go, if you don't mind.
go ahead.
Yeah, talking about people stealing or running away. There are agreements between countries. For example, U.S. has an agreement with Ghana where if anyone did anything of the sort, they can extradite the person. You can check. There's been numerous people who have been extradited. They pick them up and bring them here, and there is accountability. They're jailed, they're punished, and they're taken back. So that is there. They don't just get away with it.
Okay.
If they're caught, there's an agreement with the country where they're extradited and brought to the states
Yeah.
for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about Ghana, right? But in Liberia,
Okay, thank you, Franco.
this is how it works. If you take me to court and I have a case in court and I flew out of the country, they can extradite me back to Liberia. But if you does not have the case in court and I flew out of the country, you cannot sue me and extradite me back because there is no case against me when I flew out of the country. That's how Liberia extradition work.
Okay. All right, land your
You have
plane.
to already be in
Let me
court.
just.
Yeah.
I'm from Liberia
Okay.
too. So let me just.
Okay.
Hold
Yeah.
on, Manju. Hold on,
Yeah.
Manju.
Come on,
Y'all.
brother.
We gotta get to the people. Michelle, hey.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. You got a question
Um,
for the Africans?
yes, I do. So I'm Michelle, I'm Black American. I live in the Philadelphia area. I'm at work, so I don't know if anyone's asked this question yet. But for the Africans, I just wanted to know, like, what is your end game for us? And I've had family members and friends ask this as well. Like, all we hear is that we don't have smoke for the YT. We love the YT. We won't have power in our country until we deal with the YT people. So we really don't have any respect, right? Until we deal with YT people. But what are you really asking? Do you want us to turn on, our neighbors, our coworkers, our friends? And what do you want us to do? Like to take their money? Like, do you want us to unalive them all or put them all in a prison? And you know what? And let's just say for a second we did that, right? Then what? Like, where you say shout out to Black Americans, you took the land for yourselves, you did that. We respect your position on this land, or we're going to go home and reenact what you did on our land, and you can have the country, or are we going to end up having a civil WAR because now everyone's fighting for power and a position here? And so I've been asked that, and I really want to know, what is the actual end game for us?
And then if the WAR does happen, would you guys fight alongside of us with that war with that WAR against YT? Would you guys put on your boots and say the heck with your immigration status and fight with us?
First of all, what is your end game for African also?
Hold
No.
on.
This
This is
is about
okay. Thank you,
African.
African
No, I
American.
wanna. No, I just wanna.
No,
No,
because I asked you
No,
I
not
wanna
to
no.
do
answer.
that.
It's about
Yeah,
African
I
tonight.
wanna answer. Yeah. I
Yeah.
wanna answer. I'm just saying. It's a statement.
No, y'all just can't help.
No,
You just
brother, you
can't
gotta
help
go by the
yourself.
panel conversation. So for me personally, I will put the boot. I will be heading as a commander in chief. Maybe I'll be the first person ahead. Believe me or not, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. And if you ask me today, I don't want them to be unalive. I want them to settle. We can sit on the table to settle Black American $13 million each of them, and even unborn children, give them free housing than they do for Indian native people in this country. I would love to see that if they agree to that, give them either 10 million, 20 million, give them houses, and every generation to come should be able to get such benefit. I will be able to do that without getting into fight or unalive them, so that they can learn and their children can learn that, yeah, this is what we did to Black American, in my own opinion. But if it come to fight today, believe me, even Black Americans do not like me, even they cast me up, I will never step back fighting with them. I will fight with them alone, the YT.
Shout out to that. What about you, Manju? You gonna put those boots on? And what's the end game? Michelle asks, "What's the end game here?"
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. So if I could
Mhm.
bring people together, I'll do that.
Okay.
That's my take. He and
All
I
right.
Yeah, and
Thank
I
you, Manju. Thank you. African reality, you putting them boots on or what?
Yes. And I understand the point of view of Manjo and across also. But what I want to say is this: some Africans that you feel like they talk down on Black Americans. I'm sorry to say, some are maybe ignorant, and it's lack of awareness also. I would say I learned with that.
Okay, I got a question too.
I got a question too, love.
What do y'all season y'all meat with?
Come by again.
What do y'all season y'all meat with?
Maybe Madra, you can come in. Maybe you can answer that.
Y'all put seasoning on y'all meat?
Yes, ma'am.
What you season your meat with?
Some people they use some native make this. I think in part of Nigeria they use iru, and some people they use like thyme. We use bay leaves. We use what curry. We basically have our own native ingredient we use, but cooking is for
Spices
female.
and stuff. Do that
Yeah, yeah,
grow from trees? Like y'all got like
yeah.
y'all arms and stuff planted?
Yes, yes,
I
ma'am.
had a question too.
But cooking in
Okay,
Africa,
we got Cedric
can I
after
land,
you.
please?
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, after you land, we got America and then we got Cedric. And then go ahead, African.
So, but cooking majority in Africa is a female territory. Men don't really pay attention that much. I land with that.
no, I cook a lot.
Majority of Africans don't cook, so men.
I have a question too, love. My bad.
But
Okay,
look, before I drop down, because like I said, I'm at work. No one actually said what they want us to do to the YT people we know in this country or with them. No one said what they actually want us to do because it's always brought up. You know how we love them and we don't have smoke for them. What do you want us to do
okay, can
to them?
somebody answer her question?
Yes, I think I answer it. I
Okay.
say I answer it. I think very to my understanding. I say I don't want them to go under any punishment. All I want them to do is to settle the Black American. If it come to the fight, I will put the boot on the ground, me and the Black American, and go for it. I said it, and I on this panel, and I will always be available to say it. But I will not tell you say we should fight them. We should, because at the end of the day, I experienced 16 years civil war. I know what war is. It will affect me. It affect generation to come. Then this beautiful country.
WAR. I love TikTok shop.
Yeah, this beautiful country that is built and become the war superpowers will be one of the poliest when we go into that. It's not just about them whitey or Black American, it's about America first. So when we love America, let's all, fight. Fighting will not help America. We
Okay.
just make America poor.
All right, let
So
me
my
go.
my answer to you again is settlement will be the best thing. Settlement.
Yeah.
For me,
We like settlements too. Go ahead so we can get to Africa reality. Hold on, we got Cedric been waiting here. Go ahead, Cedric. You got a question? Okay, Maju, thank you for coming up.
can I
Thank you for
answer Michelle, please?
participating. Hold on, we got Cedric here, Africa.
Hey, thanks for
Oh,
having me up, family. Thank you for having me up.
you're welcome, Cedric.
Okay, so
Okay, Michelle, did you get your question?
Yes, I
I
did,
know
and
you
I
at work.
appreciate you. I
You
have to go back to
welcome.
work, so you can drop me down. But thank you, love,
All
very
right.
much.
You're welcome. Have a good shift. Okay. Go ahead, Cedric. I'm sorry.
all right, no problem. So to the Africans, so there are several mining, diamond mining, um, um, I guess what you call there's several diamonds being mined throughout the continent. My question to you is: have you ever? Is there anyone that actually manage or own those diamonds? As far as Africans are concerned, and have you ever thought about doing business with Black American concerning those diamonds? Oh, before you answer, could you give me the Reader's Digest of the answer, please?
Okay. Are you saying I don't maybe English is my second language. Can you go a little slow so I can get every word?
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Do you, out of the several diamond mining companies, I guess that's what you call it over there, do y'all own any of those um, diamond mining countries? Let me start there. Do you own any of them?
As a citizen or for the all the country?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. In my own point of view, first of all, Africa is being looted or is being colonized to the core. Okay. Like for instance, to get a license for I think lithium in Nigeria, I think it costs like $10 million. So what happened is when the my own opinion, so when they come to Africa, they you know what I mean. So when they destabilize it, they come as a like a investors. So they will call, okay, I want to buy this like a mine. I want to buy this like the resources. So they don't make a good deal. They just like because they've been compromised. So the leaders in Africa. So it is even the citizen of some country, they never even got a maybe any government assistance from the government. So that is why I'm pushing a deal like it is high time Africa start waking up and start changing their laws that any resources that is living in Africa must have so percentage of African citizen or black all over the world. So that is how I feel like Africans can start benefiting from the research. But as of right now, I can tell you for my own opinion, I don't think majority of Africans are benefiting from the resources in Africa.
Okay, thank you,
And I,
Africa. Hold on. Oh, Mister, you got something to say? Okay, just let me do a check real quick.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Afrologic. Who is that?
Mhm.
Afrologic.
Yeah. Across Liberia.
Afrologist.
Afrologist. Are you from the continent?
Yes.
Okay, hold on for me. All right, go ahead, Mister.
so earlier I asked about slavery and Africans are, taking accountability for that. And across Liberia here, he couldn't really answer it. And I wanted Africa Reality to try to answer that. And also, I wanted to add in to Chris's point about people coming over and committing crimes and things like that, running back to their homelands and things like that. My whole thing is, okay, what is y'all's response to that, as far as accountability wise within your own group? Why is it that we are the only ones who have to be the correctors of all these things? Why aren't you guys correcting the bad behavior amongst yourself? And that's a question for Africa Reality.
Tribalism, religious extremists. You guys think you guys are Christian? If you go to Africa, they are extreme Christian. If you think you guys are religious, Africa will pray over a church burning. Instead of calling for the leaders or calling 911, Africans, the regular citizens in Africa, they will be praying over a church that you are praying inside and it's burning, you ran out and you are still praying. And it bothers my mind that African will see that instead of
calling for accountability that why don't we have ambulance to quench the fire or to turn down the fire? So religion and tribalism, then plus massively foreign influence. It is why accountability is a big issue in Africa. But I feel like the more Africa, the one abroad, or the one in maybe America, UK, they need to start creating awareness about the reality. I feel like maybe they are waiting for white man or something, because majority of people abroad, they don't talk about anything going on in Africa. I land with that.
You can go ahead, either Love or American. I'm not sure who's next.
I did have a question, but I kind of lost train of thought. So, I mean, I can get skipped.
I have a question. Well, my question is this: why is it that military age men that are African come and join the military here in America rather than joining the military in their homelands? Are the police departments in our homeland, are the prison in their homelands? It's like a lot of Nigerians, like here in Texas, that are COs in the prison. So how come they don't like join the justice departments in their homelands? Why they do it here in America, but complain about like the things that go on there, but not like impacting their communities there by being a part of those specific things? And I'll land there.
Okay, before anybody answer that, we got Van next, and then we're going to be ending this segment and the show at 2 a.m. I have an event early in the morning. So, yeah, go ahead. Somebody can answer Chris' question. Afrologist, can you attempt to answer that before we get to Van? Miss Van?
Yeah, I can attempt to answer that, but first, I don't know. I think maybe we are not there yet where we we are in a position where we can address our African Americans or Black Americans as a single entity. I would like to think about America as a house, and in that house, the African Americans or the Black Americans are the butler. So you
Wait a
want
minute.
Africans,
Hold on,
yeah,
Afrologist. Hold
yeah,
on. So you
yeah.
just tried it. This is
No,
about
I'm
hold
just
on,
being real.
hear me out,
Okay.
because you're offended right now. And I understand that. I'm offended every day, at least once a day, when people come up on my panel and ask certain questions. And tonight it is Ask Africans One Question. Okay, it is nothing to do about what to do with Black Americans being butlers inside of the House of America. I understand you saying all this because you triggered by the questions and maybe the reality of what's going on over there on the continent, but it's only our intentions to get a better understanding of what we that be on our mind, and who else better to ask except people from the continent. So no need to get offended and call us butlers, and there's no need for that. Okay, so would you like to answer her question or not? I mean, Chris' question. Would you like to
Answer, please.
hold on, Africa? Would you like to answer the question or not? I understand if
Okay,
you,
okay, okay. You muted me there, but
I
I'm
did because
really
I
sorry.
was talking.
I'm really sorry if you got offended. But again, we have to be
Okay, but
realistic.
again, you can't offend me when this, like I said 20 times, I don't know if you just got in here. This
Uh,
has nothing to do with Black Americans. This is Ask Africans One Question. So you calling us butlers don't have anything to do with what Chris asked you, Afrologist.
I'm just setting that context. I'm just setting that context
But
such that we
no,
can
keep
have
it
a
on
basis of this
Africa. Keep it
conversation.
on. You got 54 countries over there. No need to worry about the United States. Okay, can you please keep it on yourself?
Okay. I'm just building the context because, okay, we are all Black people here. We are all melanated people here.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to keep it in that context, right?
Okay, so if we
So
butlers though,
uh,
if we butlers over here, then
not
what
to
are you?
offend.
Okay, but what are you then?
Yeah, okay. If Africa was a
If
house,
Black Americans are so-called butlers,
if Africa was a house,
if Black Americans are so-called butlers, what do that make you? And where you come from? What do that make the people
can
over
I
there?
answer that? Can I answer that? If Africa was a house, maybe it's not even a house; it's a shack. It's really messy, but we are in control here, right? We are in control of this house. It may be not perfect. So when we come to talk, when I come from my house to come to your house, um, the person I'm seeing there is the white people, right?
You're not answering her
And
question. She asked you if we are the butlers, then what does that make you? You're not talking about you. You just
now
went
I'm talking.
talking about us. Now you're talking about white people. Sir, what are you in this house if we are the
Now,
butlers? That's her
no,
question.
I'm not in your house.
Sir,
You get?
answer her questions. If we are
I'm
the butlers,
answering.
then
That
what are
makes them
you?
the garbage disposals and the peasants and the buzzards. That's what they are now. Since you
No,
want
you
to come
just
up here with
triggered.
insults,
No,
that's
you
what that
just
makes you.
triggered.
And
I'm not even in
vagabonds.
your house, right? I'm not even in your house because to be frank, to
Sir,
be honest,
you're not. No, sir, you're not answering the question, okay? Because me and American, we're about to answer the question for you, all right? So last try, okay? We got to move on. If we are the butler, because you didn't answer the initial question, you start talking about us, and now you don't want to answer this question now, so we're gonna have to move on after this. Last time,
no.
sir. If
Okay,
we are
okay.
the butlers, then what are you?
You are a butler who's trying to play the housemaster.
All right, thank you.
You're trying to act like
Uh,
you are trying to act like
move
And you
on,
are the
you own
homeless that needs
something
a
that.
sandwich and a soda. That's what
No,
you are. You are the
no, I'm
homeless
not even in
that
your
needs a ham
sir,
house.
sandwich and
I
a
have my
soda.
own
No
house. I
sir,
have my
mayonnaise,
own
no
house.
mustard, just
you will
ham
be
and
No,
the
I
cheese.
have my
hey,
own
That's what you
house,
are.
sir,
You are
you
the
will
and
be
I
the
make
ham.
the
outside.
rules
You
here.
will be the
Okay.
I
outside
swear he
dog.
So
ignorant.
when I try
Okay,
to come to your house,
sir, you will be the
you try to
outside
We're
act
gonna
like
dog.
let Afrologist go because he can't
Yeah,
handle the conversation.
you will
Thank
be the
you.
pet on the leash. Okay, so we are the butler.
You see,
That was a good one. I done
Yeah.
heard some shade
So
before, but I ain't never been called a
I don't
goddamn
know
Right.
what
butler.
A butler. Like what?
I don't know why my brothers is getting emotional. I don't understand. Like
You
I
know,
said, the truth can hurt, but
Hold on across Liberia. Hey, Dr. Zai, welcome. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Please forgive me because I was pacing in this office, okay? And I'm trying to keep my composure. The problem is, okay, without your ancestors, we wouldn't be able to be here. And it is the lack of respect that I have problem with, okay? I've been here 44 years, okay? And the rhetoric, and I'm a physician, right? The rhetoric that you will always catch here, or a lazy, or you want to do nothing, blah, 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 blah. You have then aligned your ass, pardon me, with the colonizer, that I don't give a damn where he go, huh? He has done the same exact thing. Make that make sense. And for that gentleman, and see, this is where I'm shaking at, okay? For that gentleman to say about butlers, let's talk about the inventions that your black ass use every single day. Your cellular phone, your remote control, the alarm for your house, eh? And yet you sit up here and talking about somebody's butlers? You nasty bastard you are. I said what I said. If I get kicked out, no problem. You're nasty. And yes, I'm very triggered simply because there's somebody that's in the comment. He kept going, Oris, the young lady was at the Walmart. This is that and the third. blah, 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 blah. Then let me tell you something. If in fact you cannot align with other melanated people, take your ass back to the
That's Chio
continent.
Seville. I think Chio Seville, he come here every day with those
I
anti-black
have a
folks.
problem with
I
that.
think he
Take your
Jamaican. I
ass
don't think
back.
he's African. It's Africans and Caribbeans. Some of them cool, but the most of them that come here is like Chio Seville
In French.
and all them.
In
Yeah.
French, let me tell you a couple of things, sir. Let me tell you something, okay? A couple of things. I need for you to go check my page, okay? So then you'll know who you're dealing with. Understand me? Okay? That's what I thought. I'm not the one to play with. Nor am I the one to be disrespected. You're ignorant and you're trifling. That's what I thought. I'm sorry, mamita, to come on your panel like this, but it angers me to the car. And you know what? You want to know my ethnicity? You see my two flags, period. You see my two flags. I wave them loud and proud. You're okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. Look at your face. I'm an Aries
It's a
all day
breath
long
of
from
fresh air.
Sunday.
Thank you so much.
Right. We
I'm
love it.
sorry.
We love it. Thank you.
It irritates me to the max. It irritates me to the max. The nerve. It's the nerve for me. You understand? I'm an oncologist, gynecologist, internal medicine. Okay? Ask me who's my patients. Ask me. I treat only melanated women. Ask me, why? Dr. Avila, why you only treat melanated women? Because of the miseducation. Of the miseducation. You understand? So of course, I'm going to stand 10 toes down. And here I say, yes, my husband is Puerto Rican, okay? From the South Bronx. I'm in these trenches. I'm in these trenches. Sir, French, I keep trying to explain this thing to you, sir. If you want to run a van, we can have that. We can have it. Tims and all.
Not the Tims. Cedric, thank you for coming up. I'm gonna rotate the stage so we can get Franco up here. He's so active in the chat. And then we're gonna let Ms. Van have her question and we're gonna have final thoughts and wrap up. Thank you, Cedric.
Can I answer,
All
Chris,
right.
please?
Ms. Van, you got your question. Thank you for waiting so patiently.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to say I really love your panel and thank you.
Thank you for the
So
support.
yeah. My question to the Africans, and this is so simple. So if the government gave y'all 2 days to get out of here, right? 2, and I mean only 2. Where y'all gonna go? And are y'all gonna go back to Africa? Or y'all gonna run to another country? And I mean only 2. That's the only question I want to know. Are y'all gonna run back to Africa? Or are y'all gonna go to another country? That's my question.
Even
And
Does that
I
include
want
Dr.
each one of
Zah?
y'all to answer the question.
Does that include Dr. Zah? Dr. Zah is an immigrant. Respond, Dr.
No,
Zah.
I'm asking the Africans
can
only.
I answer, please?
Yeah, and let's make this quick too. So each
Yeah,
person
no
So let me
long, yeah,
answer.
no
either you're
long-winded,
going back
no
to
long-winded,
Africa or another country, and we'll move on
right?
to.
No
Yeah,
long-winded. Why I
can I
gonna do
answer?
this? Where you going?
Can I answer your question, Meza?
Across Liberia, go ahead. Which one?
Yes. So if government tell me not even 2 days, 24 hours to leave,
Quickly.
immediately, immediately I will be out.
Wow.
Immediately,
Okay. All right.
immediately.
I don't know
Me,
if you,
can I
sir.
answer?
Which one, sir? Come on.
Yeah. Even if you give me 2 hours, I'll be on the
Uh,
next flight. Yes.
wait,
If I
are you
had
going
to,
back to Africa or
I
are
have
you
a
going
brother.
to another country?
I have a home. Okay. I have a house. I have a business
Okay.
in Africa. A
You
lot
say
of
you're going
African
back
does.
to Africa.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, I'm assuming your home is Africa. All right. Dr. Zah. Dr. Zah, did you want to answer that?
yes, I'm starting to towards here. I served in the military and so does my children. I'm here.
Well, the options are either you have no choice but to leave, Are you gonna go to Africa?
I still see you as an immigrant. I told you,
Are
doctor.
you going to Africa or are you going to another country?
No, I ain't going nowhere.
Well, no, okay, all right. I
I'm
don't
sorry.
understand this. It's okay, all right, no problem.
We might
French,
keep Dr. Zah. Go
Like,
ahead.
I'm not going
So you're not
anywhere. I'm
gonna keep
standing right
her.
here. If they have to
she
tell
said she
me,
going. She said
where are you
option
going?
number
That's where I'm going to
3.
be. What are we
She
talking
said
about?
she said option number 0. That's what she said. French.
I'll be happy to go back home. I have a business. I have a life going on, so I'll be happy in 24 hours.
All right, thank you. You're going back to Africa. Okay. Do
Okay.
you want to go ahead and do your wrap up? Because I know you gotta hurry up and get to
Thank you,
bed.
love. You could drop me. That's all I wanted to know.
Thank you,
That's
Miss
all.
Zan.
No,
You're
well,
welcome.
you good. Okay, so Dr. Zan, did you want to talk to Franco?
Let me tell you something, sir. Although I have property back home, it doesn't matter. This is the country me and mine defend. Understand that? Alongside with, I'm not going anywhere. Understand? I ain't going nowhere. If they told me right now, oh, you gotta leave here, or you're gonna be jailed, put me in a damn jail. What the hell are you talking about? Huh? So you know what? It's easy for you guys to say, I gotta leave, but we have to have equality. See, it's all about you. It's not about a group effort whatsoever. And that's why I told you, you're disrespectful to the people who pave a damn way. You come on this land, you make their money so they can go back home. Here, go.
Can I answer, please?
Okay, reality is me. No, you'd like to talk. Let me respond to her. Okay.
So why y'all won't leave now then? Why you
Hold
don't
on,
wait
hold
till
on,
they
Miss
ask you
Z.
My
to
point.
leave?
Miss Z, please, let me talk to Dr. Z, please. Dr. Z.
Za. It's
Dr.
Za,
Z,
not Z.
whatever, it's my
Za.
accent. I don't care. Dr. Z, Dr. Z. I don't give a shit.
No, you will
All
call
right.
me by my name. That's
I
what you're
don't
going
care
to
about
do.
Be
that.
Or don't call
respectful,
me at nothing at all.
sir. Be respectful,
Mister, you came again. You
sir.
again.
Calm down, sir.
You
Calm
again.
down. Okay. Be respectful. I'm back.
Most people don't call me right, but I'm not
I'm
complaining.
back. I'm back. Okay.
I know you're back. I know you like that.
I
I
know
know.
you miss me too. Okay,
Oh,
but
yeah,
be
I missed you, of
respectful.
course.
Be respectful.
All
Go ahead.
right. All right. Dr. Z, Dr. Z. All
You know
right.
what? Okay,
You
I'm
and you
sorry.
and
What I will not do is
you
be
an immigrant.
disrespected.
You
Not
an
with him.
immigrant. You
Right.
are
Don't disrespect
Don't
Dr. Zah.
Dr.
disrespect me
Za.
because I never
Okay, Dr. Za.
disrespected
Is that
you.
okay, Dr. Za? Za? Dr. Za. Okay. Dr. Za. You see, Mr. Right there, he called you an immigrant. No matter how you talk good, he will still see you as an immigrant.
Not call anybody
Listen.
anything.
Franco,
No,
if
hold
you
on.
wanted to
Let me
call her,
respond.
if anybody wanted to call her an immigrant, they would have did it. Ain't nobody scared. So, but ain't nobody
Well,
called
he
her
says she
that.
go
She
home.
on code. No,
Right.
she's
We keep
Dr.
her, we
Zah.
get rid of you. We
Dr.
keep
Zah
her.
is on
Okay.
code.
All right. Anyway, Dr. Zad, do you know Trump say even when you have a citizenship, he can take that away from you? Do you know that, right? Do you know
Sir,
he can still go, right?
I'm listening to you. And I got to
No,
answer.
answer my question. Do
No, no,
you
no,
know
no, no.
your
Remember when I
citizenship can get
told you,
revoked?
hold on a moment, French, okay, is a French, okay. I apologize if this is the right come. You gotta know who you're dealing with. I even asked you, go on my profile and you see who you're fooling with. Understand me? If you didn't get what I put down, you didn't pick up what I put down, that's on you. I ain't going nowhere. Understand that? Nowhere.
Again,
Period.
do you know,
That's her choice. That's her answer. I don't know why.
Mr. I think Love World say we can go back and forth with her. Again, your citizenship can get
On that
revoked.
all
Dr.
night.
Za.
I need you
Dr.
to check
Za.
on all my
The
brothers and
same way
sisters.
you're
When
powerful, the
I ask
same
you
way
to
I'm
go on my
powerful.
profile, if you can go on my profile, then you will see exactly what I'm talking about. I ain't going nowhere.
Right. She
It
said
doesn't
she'll go
matter
to
your
jail.
profile.
Franco,
Take
she
a look
said
at
she
my
will go to
profile
jail.
and
Okay.
you'll know
So
what
you
I'm
prefer
talking
go to
about.
jail. Okay, all
Yeah,
right. She's
she
a
said
flea.
she's not going.
Okay,
She will
she's a
go to
flea.
jail
She's
because
a
she.
flea
You
like
know
Mister.
why? You know why? No, some people feel like even though they came from other countries, some people have put in so much work and I guess effort or whatever, where they willing to go to jail and wait and go through the process. Unlike some people, they burnt the boat when they came here. They don't have houses built in other countries and sending money back home. Some people come here and actually assimilate and become Americans. So
So
it
love
sounds
her.
like that's what Dr. Zai has done. Some people feel like they just here to make money and send resources home and they out. And you know what I
But
mean?
here's the
So
deal.
okay.
Hold on, French. Let me tell you something, right? Like I said, 44 years I've been here. I'm 58 years old. You understand? I have businesses back home. My family works for me. However, I will stand on my compass and square and use it. If you didn't pick up what I just put down, that's on you. Been traveling over 40 years. Understand me?
Dr. Zah, you
I ain't
don't know
going
me though.
nowhere.
You
Trust
don't
me
know
on
me.
that.
Do you know me? Do you know
You
me?
listen, sir. I don't care to know you.
Mr.
Did you pick up what I just put down? I ain't going
Stop
anywhere. And I come in and out of this country freely.
Okay.
having a conversation. You're gonna mute
Don't
me.
mute them, mister. Don't mute
Exactly.
them.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, come on, Frenchie. Come on,
Well,
All right,
well,
Frenchie.
Dr.
I'm not
Zah.
able to mute. I'm
Hold
not
on,
able
Mister.
to
I don't
Oh,
care
well,
about
that's
what you gotta say.
somebody
I don't
else
care about what
I
you
muting
gotta
was
say.
muting
him.
him because he's trying to talk over
Right,
her.
you can't
That's
talk
not true.
over her. You
All
was. She
right.
was talking, Franco, and you steady coming off mic. We about to wrap up. Any last words,
Yeah, I'm about
American?
to finish with her. I'm about to finish with her. Dr.
Okay,
Zah.
go ahead, Franco.
The same way you build here in America, I have 250 employees in America. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so I do some things here in America too. So you're not the only one, okay? So you don't know me. I'm a physician just like you, and I have a business just like you. So you can't talk nonsense to me. You
You ain't
understand?
never told us you was a doctor.
I don't have to say it. I don't have to
You
pronounce
say
everything
And
I
I'm
say.
very
everything
I
else.
sorry
don't
for
have to
your
say it. I say
patience.
I'm a physician
feel
and I have a
sorry for
Franco.
business.
people. Whoever
All right.
got to get you as they patient. Man. I swear.
Can I answer, please?
Sorry for that.
You
We
see,
don't. No, we can't. We
I
about
just
to
want to
wrap
make
up
a
the
comment,
show.
please.
Yeah,
No, we gon'
yeah,
You can
she
make
wanna
it
go.
in your final say. Dr. Franco, you want to go next? You want to do your final say of the night?
I'm not calling that man doctor.
Yeah, you got to call me doctor, but I'm okay. Call me Franco. I don't care. But
I'm
my
gonna call you
patient call me
Dr.
doctor.
Franco.
My
Go
patient
ahead,
call me
Dr.
doctor.
Franco.
Yes. All right. So my final say is, Dr. Zah, I have no problem. Maybe you new in this panel. You say you've been here for a long time. No. Again, people are misinterpreting my mind. I don't have any problem with African American. I have the problem with the person like American right there who says she's teaching her kids to dislike Africans. That's where I come into the picture to beef with people like that. But if you're cool with Africans, I'm cool with you. If you're not cool with African, then I beef with you. I don't have no problem. I'm a pro African. African is the future. I learned there.
All right, Dr. Zah, final words of the night.
Let me tell you guys something. Again, ain't going nowhere, okay? And I don't care nothing about him. I feel sorry for his patients. If he is a physician, and this is the mess that I have to clean up every single day from all the people from the continent. And that's the reason why I say Africa is a continent, real different countries. Nigerians don't like Moroccans, and I damn sure don't like Nigerians. Sorry, so we have our own little situation happening over there in the continent. So there you go.
Okay. Okay.
Not Nigeria.
Africa reality, final say of the night. You got like 20 seconds.
You don't like some part of Africa. I mean, it's a shame. You might have your own opinion, but I believe that until Africa starts having more conversation together to put their differences aside, we're gonna still be in the session because Africa is the only thing you get. I learned with that.
Thank you, Africa. Across Liberia across Liberia TV, you got a final say for tonight?
Yeah, thank you
Like
so
20
much.
seconds. Like,
Yeah, thank
you
you
gotta
for
make it
having.
quick. Oh, you're welcome.
Thank,
Just make it quick for me, okay?
yeah, thank you for having me on your panels and your panelists. It was beautiful being here, and I hope We'll come by again tomorrow. I don't have much to say. Unity is what we want. Thank you.
You're welcome across Liberia. Ms. Ann, final thoughts of the night, final words.
Yes, I would never trust the African. All they do is lie, scam, and steal.
Okay, Chris, final words of the night.
Well, this is love. They ain't going to answer none of my questions. I
You're
want to know
welcome, Dr. Zah.
about why
Wanted to
military
answer
men
a question, but I didn't wasn't given chance. So.
You done,
But I
Chris?
wanted to add, okay. I just want to say why military age men flee, and then also I can't believe Franco's a doctor. That's some extra information. I'll land there.
I think he's a witch doctor. I think that's
Final say of the night, mister.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm always happy to come up here and thank you for this conversation. You try your best to have an honest conversation with people who aren't interested in being honest. So I appreciate you, and hopefully this will be a good practice for Africans to learn how to answer questions and how to be honest. And I've seen some honesty and some genuineness come out tonight. So it was a very good conversation.
All right, American. Final thoughts or final say.
I just wanted to say I appreciated the conversation. It was interesting. It was insightful. I just look forward to having more conversations that are just genuine. And I just wanted to tell you doing a good job, and I hope you get some rest.
Thank you. And we're gonna see, I think this was I think it was good. I liked this. But if y'all don't mind, we will see if we can do this again, but we have to test it out. But I think the audience on YouTube, because first of all, Africa Reality and Franco, y'all do got an audience over there in my live chat. So I'm sure people would be interested in seeing this. Ask Africans one question. They love ask Black Americans one question. So we shall see. And let me thank y'all. Thanks to all the people from the continent who was brave enough to come up here and let us ask y'all questions. I know it got intense at some points, but I learned some things. So shout out to y'all for, being brave enough to come up. Shout out to my amazing chat on YouTube and on TikTok, my day ones on TikTok. Y'all know I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for not switching up on your girl. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my amazing mods, Netherboo, American the Black, Mister, for coming through, and my amazing panelists. Thank y'all so much, and we will see y'all tomorrow.
Mr. the Babbler, yappy yappy. Bye, love word. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dr.
Ma'am.
Franco.
How
Bye,
how
Dr.
difficult is
Zah. I
Dr. Black,
followed
like
you.
with that speech impediment? But have a good night, y'all.
All right. I followed you, Dr. Zah.
Yappa yappa.
All right, my love. Have a good rest, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
Dr. Zah, yappy yappy.
Oh, hush.
Try to